Say my name when a tree says a race. What's that again? Telling a story lost in time. The way it starts and the way it ends. Never again making a story sin dismay. We zero stars.
Hello, how's everyone doing? Hello, Luz, welcome to the stream. Not gonna lie, I am tired today. So we're not really gonna, dive in too much, such as I've written. As I've written, for example, is a lot of lore which I probably will not have the mind to focus properly today. I had a lot of work, including the fact that I woke up very early. So that leaves us with, well, us not really doing, too many lore heavy things tonight. Gift of Odyssey, yes. How many? Wait a minute. Oh, how many? 6. How many do I? Oh, my. Oh, we're starting off good tonight. A temple. Don't mind if I do. Sparkle, get your ass home real quick. I have to get other, stuff too. Other characters, I mean. Please, Sparkle. Well, actually, how many pulls did I do on Sparkle so far? I think I have done 20 or 30. All I need is an early Sparkle. 10, 20, 30, 40. Ooh, oh my. 45. 45. Exactly 45. Pity. Okay, we're getting close. Okay, come on, please. Come on, and early. We do really need an early. Balls. Not even a character, a fucking light cone. Really not doing me any favors, I see how it is. What a shame. I do need these for, I do need the fangs for Saber. Saber! Hi, Moza. Yeah. Give me that too. Why not? Well, I only have 100. Oh, God damn it. Okay, well, I have to keep farming then. Hello, how have you been?
Over here, look! The reflection on the water is super cute, isn't it?
Indeed. Whose reflection do you mean? Move closer to take a look. Reach out to steer the water. Move closer. Oh my, another charming reflection has appeared. Of course, I knew she would do that. Sparkle doesn't want to go home. She will come home eventually. But these reflections always make me wonder, which is the real me? The one reflected in the water or the one standing in the shore? Don't mind me. It's just some whimsical fantasies. Every kid has a wild imagination, you know? Well then, what should we do next? I want to do something... We could hang around here and get to know this place better. Very ideal. Let's take it easy and go for a walk. I'll be your personal guide, Kalos. How's that sound? Man, hanging out with Serene is all the money. All the money. Threshing grounds. If we look down from the sky, would this look like an island surrounded by ripples of wheat? Come to think of it, Ides Elysiae is such a quiet place. Residing in such a serene place instantly dispels all your troubles. I smell wheat. Do you have a lot of troubles? Certainly. Doesn't a troubled girl sound rather charming? True. Alright, tuck your lovely thoughts aside. Let's take a walk around. Oh. Speaking of which, there is a small scarecrow here, but it looks too friendly to prove useful. Lacks the fear factor. Even spotted birds perching on its shoulder. Maybe we should dress it up like the trailblazer. Step forward, look. You trip over a reeds by the field and nearly take a dive into the wheat. But someone grabs your hand just in time. Be careful. That smiley face. Oh man, I am genuinely so happy. It truly feels like we woke up from a fucking nightmare.
This wheat field is our baby. You can't just stomp on it willy-nilly. You'll stomp all over our hopes.
No, I wouldn't want to do that now, would I? Leave this to me. When we meet again, the Kalu Scarecrow will be firmly in place. But these ripples of wheat are gorgeous. On Harvest Day, they will finally subside and turn into a golden lake. When the time comes, Kalus can make wreaths of wheat for everyone. Ding. Okay, Serene's fiddled with a little scarecrow for a long time. Let's take a look at her handiwork. Another scarecrow? Are we gonna fill this place with scarecrows? As promised, Serene has replaced the scarecrow. The new scarecrow stares at you, seemingly even more approachable to birds. True. It was Pom-Pom's hat. I know. This was the first welcome gift he made us. The scarecrow resembling you in both form and spirit is smiling at you. This is Serene's welcome gift. Do you remember what she said? If you're in the mood, go play with her. No, I can only play with her once a week or so. Once a day. You look just as excited as I am for our next wonderful journey together, don't you? Don't rush. Maybe if we take a little break, a reunion that feels like just a blink of an eye could lead to a whole new encounter waiting for us. We'll do. Wait, Worm. I heard that every group of children who went out of the village would make a promise before leaving. When they grew up, they'd meet again before this tree. Sometimes they would step on I choked myself. They would step on different paths, but their friendships remained as strong as ever, as if time would never wear them away. Time passes and life circles. When will I find a dear friend of mine? This baby seal paddles along all on its own, like a fish in the water, calm and carefree. But why does it have such determination in its eyes?
Soft and snuggy baby seal, splishing and splashing about. All chubby and pudgy. They're just too cute.
I'm the mightiest, manliest seal in all of Aedes Elysiae. No room for two seals in one pond. I gotta show him who's boss. Now find me a worthy opponent. I'll conquer all land.
No, I can't. I'm too tired to make the voice. Will be the village full of those things? I have no idea. The seal sure has a lot of personality, huh? Yeah. Looks like the baby seal is getting hyped up. Is it because of the compliment? Still, it must get kinda lonely all by itself here. Wouldn't it be nice if it had a companion?
Why are you still loafing around? Don't make me tail slap you in the face.
My voice in that seal is all the money. Show them who's boss. Yeah, okay, I know. I'll find a worthy opponent for you. Do not worry. Hey, little Chimera. This is a Chimera of freedom. No duties to fulfill, no burdens to bear. Just resting under the vast, lonely sky, sleeping at sunset, or sleeping even when the sun doesn't set. The little chimera dart away in a flash. Maybe it's this sharp sense of caution that kept it free from for a life of toil. Give this mighty 2.0 a Phantom. It needs it. What? Yeah. Huh? Oh, what the fuck? The wild chime sings a lovely tune. Other than that, nothing. Hold up, what's that? The tiny wooden hut is buckling under massive weight. Something huge just appeared on top of it. What? Why is there a drum here of all places?
The wind chimes are ringing, just like heartbeats. It's so romantic.
I know. Do you hang out around a lot with Aglaia? What the? How did you... Don't panic, it's just a little spell of mine. I tried summoning a creature from the book. It won't hurt you, and the hut's sturdier than it looks. How the hell? It's made of wood, not of fucking steel. Oh right, there's still a bit of leftover magic in the chime. Next time you walk by, Kalus, you should give it a try. I should? What the? The chime makes a pleasant sound again. Instead of Dromas, it summons a Janus steed this time. Could it be a Trojan horse? Maybe there is a monster inside, ready to invade this peaceful village. Almost as if replying to your suspicion, the wooden horse creaks open. Its hollow chest has nothing inside. The chime makes a pleasant sound again. Oh hey, Blade. And this time, a cuddly baby seal pops out. Looks like the chime's magic is limited. The more you use it, the weaker it gets. Maybe next time it won't work at all. The wild chime sings a lovely tune. Nothing happens other than that. Looks like Serene's magic has finally run dry. Yeah, disturbing the peace is something that I do. I'm so sorry. It's in my nature. What can I do? The biggest plot hole is how that drama stayed up there for that long. I know.
Is that all?
This is his new voice for opening chest, huh? Is that all? Yeah. Oh, hey! Livia, hello! Oh my god, Fennon's memory. What the fuck? Fennon? We turned into Fennon. Fennon, I prepared a farewell gift for you. Aren't you happy? What kind of gift? I can't show it to you yet, or it won't be a surprise. But, to make up for it, I can tell you a little secret. That dummy Piso almost prepared something for you. Also prepared something for you. He is just way too shy to say anything. Take care of yourself, alright? I will. Livia's going to study hard and learn lots and lots of things. Then, when I'm a big kid, I'll drag the dummy Piso with me. We'll go on adventures and save the world together. Hey, Phenon. How much longer do you think it will take us for us to be as amazing as you? Don't worry, it won't be long. How I wish it could grow up faster. Why do the days and nights, Elise, have to go by so slow? Yesterday once more. Livia's drawing book. Whoa. Drawing book, you say? Rayon drawing on the dog. I can't see this little girl the same. Oh, you should. The dog, little blue figure holds a giant fish from the water. Fuck. My chair lately has a problem. Actually, has had this problem for quite a few months, but damn, it has gotten way more worse as the time goes. Giant fish from the water. Nearby, a little red figure stares up at a massive beetle in midair. Today I spotted a beetle with the most amazing markings. Just because he caught a big fish, the last boys his are seriously not immature. A number of pages are skipped. Golden lion, looking part cat and part dog, lies lazily on the ground. Today I found a picture online on the book. Looks beautiful. I want to become a teacher like Mama, but I also want to roam all across Emporia just like Serene. It's so hard to decide. Maybe I should just become Bard instead. Bard, you say? Halfdan killed her and she was beginning for him to save her. She gives me PTSD. We will change things. We are now here. And us being here means only one thing. Look at that, even Bartholus is here. Hey, what's up? My old friend. Bet you didn't expect to run into old Bartholus here of all places. Whoa there. Judging by that look, you're probably thinking, am I seriously seeing a ghost right now? Well, whether or not you are, I can say with full confidence that based on my highly meticulous deduction, I am at this exact moment a ghostly figment conjured by your own subconscious. Don't get it twisted. First, I'm the one and only real Bartholus. Second, the real Bartholus truly wouldn't be in Ides Elysiae right now. Normally. Just think of it as a little miracle to see old Bartholus here. You'll start seeing a lot more of us anyway. Catch you later, old friend. I left a few more surprises for you out there, so keep your eyes peeled. Okay, friend. You didn't even bother to steal it. You just wanted to say hi. Wow.
Is that all?
Our schizophrenia is so real. It's not schizophrenia. We turned back time. Don't you remember? We can even collect our thoughts. Remember, we are Fenon's, you know, hero of the heart, okay? Remember the oath that the Trailblazer uses? You know, with Mem, which basically Mem is, well, Serene. He says, and this is foreshadowing, from the very beginning it was foreshadowing, together we can do anything. It's so perfect. And Serene constantly says that it's so romantic, and I'm like, yeah, that is a romantic story. Oh my. Genuinely, my I'm not gonna lie, ever since yesterday, my spirits have been lifted up very much. Time to collect our thoughts. You stand at the dock, watching a lone sail sway on the distant horizon, the waves shimmering under the soft, frozen flow of time. Indeed, the time seems to pass very slowly in Ides Elysiae. You remember hearing about Ides Elysiae for the first time from Ligus's tales, and when you awakened from the light of Aranova, you found yourself in this peaceful village. Everything looks exactly as you remembered. You can't quite tell where or even when you are, so you take a moment by the sea to gather your thoughts. Behind the sacrament courtyard stands a great tree, beneath which lies a magical maze, home to the fairies. You remember the little pink puppy who once journeyed with you. With its blessing, your future days are sure to be as soft and warm as velvet. If Mem were still around, she would have gotten along famously with the fairies, wouldn't she? Yeah, actually, I think this is, you know, this is a little bit of a, you know, of a cognitive dissonance, because we already know that who is Mem. Hello, Julian. Welcome to the stream. Sparkle's doing great. Nice. Oh, there we go. You stand at the dockway, watching a lone sail sway in the distant horizon, the waves shimmering under soft frozen flow of time. Cyrene knows me? You recall the Chrysosaurus girl who once lived in Ides Elysiae, bearer of the power of time. She had once sacrificed herself to reset the flow of time, weaving an endless dream for Amphorius. At the end of Aranova, you met her again. Her smile, like magic, was just as you remembered. Her origins, her past, her connection to your pink-furred companion, the girl's clear face was shrouded in a cloud of suspicion. But for now, it's lucky that you still have time to know her better and share your secrets. Before you set off again, spend some time with Serene. Will do. Can I spend some time right now, actually? You stand at the dock, watching a lone sail sway on the frozen flow of time. The weight of bearing the world. You think of the white-haired boy once hailed as the deliverer, companion of Aedes Elysiae, bearer and savior of the world. After 30 million circles of rebirth, he carried the core flame within himself, all to defy the world's doom. Did he succeed? So sorry about that. Excuse-moi. Did he succeed by now? Did he succeed by now? You don't know. He rushed towards the final battle against destruction, entrusting the fate of salvation to you. Yeah, that animation actually proved what happened. I might go crazy in the chat. Why? I have seen everything. Nothing surprises me now. Long, long ago, he must have stood right here too, dreaming of the world beyond the village, waiting for the day his journey as a hero would begin. Now, it's your turn to take up the banner he once carried in his heart. Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. You stand at the dock. Indeed, time seems to pass very slowly in Aedes Elysiae. You remember hearing of Aedes Elysiae for the first time from Ligus. Yeah. Sacrament stands a great tree. Yeah. Anything more to add? Spend some time with Serene, yes. Actually, can we spend some time right now, as I said before? She's sleeping. Oh hey, the little Chimera is here. Look, the little Chimera. Maybe you ran into it somewhere before?
What an adorable chimera! It deserves a really sweet name. Any ideas?
Serene. Let's just call it Guardian of the Wheatfield. Let's just call it Holy Wababoo. Let's just call it Curious Chimera. Let's just call it Soy Dusted Mock Cakes. What the fuck? Why don't you give it a name? Guardian of the Wheatfield. Actually, why don't you give it a name? Really? Then I better pick something special. How about Kalus? How's that? Oh, come on! Not bad. It actually fits pretty well. No way, that's too weird. That's too weird. Just kidding. I just think Kalus is such a beautiful name. Yeah, well, Serene is a beautiful name too, so... As for the little Chimera, why don't we let it join the Aedes Elysiae's fairy family and name it Chimera Mem? It seems really happy with its new name, Chimera Mem. I'll be calling you that from now on, little one. You're welcome to visit anytime, and if you ever decide to stay, we'll bring you lots of yummy treats. You might even grow taller than the big tree over there. Wait, if that happens, won't Chimera turn into a droma? Kidnapping for purchase. What the fuck? Kidnapping for purchase? What's up with that? What's up with that trophy? So cute, my baby. Yeah, the first one is epic. Yeah, I was thinking of doing the first one, but I was curious of what she would pick. Because I'm drinking watermelon punch with alcohol. Just wanted you to know I'd go crazy. I see. Hello, Midnight. Welcome to stream. Sirene's steady breathing suggests she's sleeping soundly. I'll wait until she wakes up.
Gotcha! I'm totally wide awake.
Okay. I was just resting on the table when I spotted Kalus coming from afar. Still so cool and composed, just like in my memories. Well then, what should we do next? Hang around? Great idea. Let's take it easy and go for a walk. I'll be your personal guide. Those who gaze upon beautiful sights are immensely greedy. They are plagued by a feeling that their horizons aren't wide enough. I'm a greedy person too, so I want to sit a little higher. That way I can take in more of the scenery before me. Yeah. It's strange. We were closer at the beach, but it felt so far beyond reach. but when I'm sitting on the rooftop, I feel that such distant sights are within my grasp. Distance brings beauty. If only we could be even higher up, there are even more captivating sights awaiting on this journey. Distance brings beauty. Is that so? But we're seated so closely. Look, those white birds are soaring towards the mesmerizing scenery. The sky is so high. Do you think we are part of a scenery they gaze upon too? I wish they are not, because there is only one person. Like there are only a few beings that can, you know, gaze. If you catch my drift. Saying it, you can be my flat girl. I mean, what? What the fuck, Julian? I don't think I've managed to do all the Cyrene quests yet. I don't even know if there are quests. I'm just hanging around. Cyrene falls silent, turning her head to look into the distance. So you also admire the scenery before you. Mountains far away, sailboats, the horizon over the sea. The ocean breeze caresses your cheeks. A gentle light, possibly the break of dawn or a sunset glow calms your heart.
Oh, you like the view here? Then let me get a good look too, so I can remember the places you like.
How long have we been sitting up here on the rooftop? No matter how long you look, this view of Iris Elysiae never gets old. Be careful when you're climbing down. Take it slow and don't sleep. The roof tiles hurt after sitting for too long. Let's bring 2 cautions over next time. True. When I'm not around, you can't come up to the roof alone. I'll be worried. In exchange, I'll bring you up on this roof to look at the view. Okay. Okay, don't worry. I don't want you to worry. Hey, Bartolos. This time you decided to take it? Like every time old Bartolos got caught, I've got a short story for you. There was this one time back in Yanossopolis I played a neat little game. I laid out 3 boxes in front of a crowd. They only had to pay 1 coin to guess which one had the treasure. Pick the right one and the treasure is theirs. But after they made their pick, I wouldn't open it just yet. Instead, I'd pop open one of the others, an empty one, and say, look, this one's got nothing. Wanna change your pick? Of course, they should change it. Gotta trust your gut and stick with the first choice. So your strategy is to stay the course no matter what, huh? Well, if you were playing fair, you'd be hurting your odds, pal. Wonder why did I tell you all this? Now go open these 3 treasure chests I brought you and see what happens when old Bartholus gets a little mischievous. 3 chests?
Looks good.
Thanks? He gave me more. Wow. Well, quests I use loosely. I see. What I like flat is the reason why I like Silver Wolf. Wait, Sparkle. No. Man, do it, Sparkle. I support you. I'll help you kill him if you want. Jesus. Wow. Hypocrite lose. Wow. We chose violence today. Oh, hey.
Is that all?
Man, there is a message and I'm not sure if I should read it yet. Maybe I should read it yet, now that my midnight is here. Partner, by the time you see this message, I should have already started my journey to my final destination. Unfortunately, I still haven't read most of the books I bought that time at the Grove. Amongst them, there is one named Legend of Celestial Skies. The plot is full of twists and turns. I strongly recommend it. I read about how the protagonist conquered all obstacles and was about to fight the last monster, and then I ran out of time. Whoa, this is one of his emotes? Damn. One of his emojis. I heard that the ending of the story is beyond expectations. When you have the time ready for me, after we find a way to defeat the Iron Tube, let's bid farewell under the stars you talked about. When the time comes, please tell me how it ends. When I was reading that book, I even carved a wooden sculpture of the hero in the story. It's really cool, you'll love it. I'll give it to you the next time we meet. Bye. Dawn will rise. The story ends with... Should we tell him the story? No, he said when we meet. When the time comes, please tell me how it ends. Dawn will rise. My friend, we see the light that you've ignited for the world. Dawn will rise. The user you're trying to reach is currently out of service. I like drama and violence. Okay. Okay, Lucy. I guess I do know that by now. You know what's funny? I got Fennon's message the day after I got him. Luz got it the next day and now you today. Yes, because, well, you had already completed the story. I got it way later than you because the story wasn't completed yet. None of us received his message on the same day. True that, actually. Oh hey, it's that boy. Mr. Fennon over here. Keep it down. What trouble have you gotten yourself in this time? This one really wasn't my fault, as my dad's birthday is coming up. I thought I'd make him some gloves out of leather, so I've been out in the woods a lot lately. But I skipped a few classes to do it, and now Miss Pythias is on my tail. Couldn't you just explain everything on your dad? A few classes, huh? Don't sweat the details. It's not like I skipped class just to goof off this time. But promise me, Mr. Fennon, you won't rat me out, okay? Or my behind's really gonna be toast. If my dad asks, just say I'm by the granary. That's where I usually hide anyway. Don't worry, Mr. Fennon. I'm your #1 follower. Even if you leave to explore the world, I'll keep all the brats here in line. When you two become legendary heroes, Livia and I will come join you. You've got to tell us all about your adventures and find the stones of delicious stuff. It's a deal. Don't you dare forget. Once I leave the village, I get it ready. You've said it a million times. I know what's coming. Listen to that. Practice archery. No picky eating. No skipping class. No bullying Livia. Did I miss anything? You got a good memory. I'll give you that. Remembering it isn't enough. You gotta do it. Everything except that last one is fine. That girl's fierce. I mean, who'd even dare to bully her? Okay, anyway, don't worry, Mr. Fennon. I'm your #1 follower. Even if you live to explore the world, yeah. Keep the brats in line. I've got stuff to take care of. See ya. Got it. I need to find a better hiding spot anyway. Catch you later. Peace out.
Boring.
Where should I hide?
I wanna go fishing.
What stinky thing are you up to? I was just scoping up the next competition spot. Just so you know, I'm the hide and seek competition champion of this village. Pretty awesome, huh? So that's how it is. Yeah, that's right. I'm bragging here. Did you need something? Can't you see I'm busy? Can you tell me about Fennon? You two are glued together most days and now you're asking me? Ah, knew it. No one in this village is tighter with Mr. Fennon than me. Let me tell you a secret. Mr. Fennon's destined to be a great hero. This is from the Oracle cards. It's the will of Oronix. Once I've grown and mastered swordplay and archery, I'm heading out to find Mr. Fennon. I want to be a little hero, too. Well, maybe if Livia begs me to bring her along, I might consider it. You can do it. I'll take all the luck I can get. No way my dad's finding me this time. Wow. Hello, Joker. Welcome to the stream. Just saw that you arrived, actually. Sorry for that. I expected just nothing special, just enjoying my new white bro in game. I see. We have to save these children, bro. We have to. Don't worry, we will. Just at the cookout, and I need like 50 more pools for Sparkle Lightcone. I hope I win, or Sparkle will break with me. Someone sent you a message in game. It's probably Yeah, it's Zabon flexing his money because because the fucker is a whale. Do you have any idea how much money he has saved in order to get Saber? That's why I didn't want to read. Someone sent me a message. The other day he sent me this one, you know, little short. Might as well show it to you. Screw it. Since we are just having fun today, might as well just show it to you. He just sends me this one little short, and he's like, "That is me," and I'm like, "Yep, that is you, all right." Come on, where was it? There it is. Tell me it doesn't have copyright music though. Well, you can basically see it this way. Yeah, it's good enough this way. Spamming over to ring emotes. I know. It just snaps. Yeah. Yeah, that is him, alright. Yes, indeed he is. Let's do the seal. Being invincible is so lonely. Guess I'll just let the water drown out my greatness. If I don't find another seal to have a slamming duel soon, some of my best qualities might just... I know where to find another seal. Really? Take me there. There is only room for one top seal in the bond, and I'm gonna prove it myself. Silence. A long, tense silence. Two baby seals lock eyes, each scanning for an opening, like duelists ready to draw their blades. You can almost feel the weight of their impending clash. The moment is set, and an epic battle is about to begin. They just say hi. Wait, that's it? You're not gonna fight?
We've already battled in our minds. A real clash would shatter this world.
When you meet a kindred spirit far from home, you don't fight, you vibe. The new seal seems to love it here. Look how well they're getting along. Thanks to you, Kalos, Aegis Elise is getting livelier by the day. Thanks, I suppose. Fast as two seals. Two kindred seals, it's claiming world-ending power, or at least that's what they said. Yeah, makes you reminded of two certain individuals. If a bard were to write a song about them, I bet it'd be hit with the kids. Let's just call it Two Seals. Okay. If I could, I would totally spend like E6, S5, and fair enough. They're together now. Well, of course, yeah. This was too cute, indeed. I was using Silver Wolf on the kitty cat with Acheron and with the kitty cat and the kitty cat with Acheron, and they made Sunday cry in the corner because Acheron one-hit him with her ultimate. I mean, you cannot stop Acheron now, can you? She's just too OP. Oh, he failed to give me the power for 1 second there. I really want to know what's beyond the sea, but I can't sail and I can't swim. I heard there's a sea-splitting prayer, rending my form, setting free. Old garment maker. Arlaia is alive at this time of year. Well, hello, my esteemed guest. We meet again. Are you from the New World? This has to be a dream. Are you from the New World? I don't believe so. My connection to you is more intimate than to the outside world. Aedes Elysiae is influenced by a unique power that molds me from your memories. Magic, one might say. In this form, I inherit the ability to sense weavers and the duty to collect nymphs. I'm sure you recall my former purpose. Regardless, thank you for your continued assistance. If you find any nymphs, please lend a hand. Okay, fair enough. We'll do so for you, my wife. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time anyway. Cart stacked with sacks of flour ready to be shipped out. Oh yeah, I haven't talked to Livia at all, myself.
I want a pet puppy. A bunny would be fine too, I guess.
That's what I did lose and saved 600 tickets by barely pulling anyone over the course of 6+ months. You're luckier than me, Luz. You'd probably win most of your 50s and actually A6 him. Actually true. Where did that butterfly go? I know you. You're Fennon's friend. Are you chasing butterflies? Not chasing. I'm just observing. That one was a silver-winged butterfly, the kind with little star-shaped spots on its wings. So pretty. Do you like butterflies? I know lots of beautiful ones. I even know where they live. I can take you to see them if you promise to be my friend. Sure. I've got to run though. See you around. Come find me anytime if you want to see butterflies together. Sure. Fennon's mother? What the? I mean, technically speaking, I was spoiled again by... well... he does have actually a beautiful mother. Anyway, I was spoiled by Zabon this morning. But I wasn't actually anticipating to find them. Maybe I'll go on a winning streak now, though. I hope so. Hey, Mom, I'm home. Look at your expression. Evdata. Fennon's mother is Evdata? Wow. Got your bags all packed? Can't hide anything from you, huh? Yeah, I'm all set. Heading out the day after tomorrow. You've always been easy to read, my sweet child. Since you were little, I just had to glance your way to know what's on your mind. You said you're going to Castrum Kremnos, right? I wonder how far that is from our Aedes Elysiae. No clue. I heard that Castrum Kremnos roams around slowly, just like a droma. Just like a dromas. Don't worry, Mom. Once I finish my studies, I'll come straight home. Who knows? Maybe one day that city will wander right past our village. Then I'll have to keep watch from the haystack, just to see if a mountain-sized dromas is headed for Aedes Elysiae. When that day comes, your dad and I will fire up the stove, get a feast ready. You'll see the golden fields, the chicken smoke curling, and know you're home. Fennon is the kind of guy who would so badly want to take a best friend like Mighty and actually, visit his home village and actually have a feast there. Even without the smoke, I always know where home is. I know these wheat fields better than anyone, except Dad maybe. When I get back, I want honey sun cake with smoked venison and olive juice. Olive juice? Wow. I do love olive oil, but olive juice? My boy, you're cracked. You're the Greekest of Greeks. He spoke of his mother and father in 3.2. Yeah, but I didn't anticipate that we will actually, find them. As I said before, you don't usually find the parents of a character. Well, I didn't one hit on third phase, only the first phase and second phase. I see. The third phase is kinda tough to one hit, truth be told. Knew you'd say that, and if you make any friends, bring them home. The whole village will throw a proper feast to welcome them. Yeah, exactly what I just said. It would have been nice if Mighty had the chance to actually, be hospital, if Fennon was hospitable to Mighty for once, I mean, if you see Livia and Piso here alive, it makes logical sense his parents would also be here. Yeah. You got it. I can't help wondering the people I'll meet out there. I believe in you. You'll definitely find kind, sincere people to walk beside you. Just remember to treat them with the same kindness. Never let their hearts go cold or hopes turn sour, okay? I won't, Mom. I won't let anyone down. Not them, not you, and not Dad.
Working with your own hands and harvesting. That makes people happy.
You're a friend of Fanon? Welcome. Sorry, I just came in from the fields and got a bit messy. Have you been busy with the fields? Hard work's a big kind of joy, isn't it? Sure is. Seeing the wheat grow tall and golden, it just makes me smile, you know? Look at me, got so caught up chatting I forgot my manners. Come on in, make yourself at home. Once my kid's back, I'll have you all try my best honey sun cake and the smoked meat I just finished currying. In case you believe that this is actually not, this is all too sudden, perhaps, that's exactly how we Greeks actually are hospitable towards people. Especially people, especially when it is from villages. Hieronymus! The father of Fanon is named Hieronymus. Nice. Fanon, you brat. You're finally back. Skipping out on chores again? Where did you go? Me? I was just out back in the warehouse. Messing with those ancient treasures from Christos' war again, weren't you? Be honest, that little clay jar you're so obsessed with. I bet it's just Piso's granddad's old pickle crock. Let's not argue over that now, Dad. What I wanted to say is, I've packed my bags. Oh. I almost forgot. Kid, you're quick on your feet, just like me. Your mom still doesn't believe it. When are you leaving? Your mother and I will see you off. At the lucid hour of the day after tomorrow. You don't have to send me off. It's too early and the field work never ends. I'll be fine on my own, really. Alright, have it your way, kid. Not long ago you couldn't even lift a hoe. And now you're off to Castrum Kremnos to train with a sword. If I, Elisa, ever lose this wheat field, I don't even know how we'd keep track of the seasons. I'm afraid I won't be around to help you and Mom harvest for a long while. Don't worry about it. Your mother and I are still as strong as a pair of oxen. Even without you, we'll keep this household running just fine. Focus on your swordsmanship. Don't get lost in idle thoughts. Even if you never become the deliverer they sing about in legends or can't protect the whole world, you still need to come back and protect this little village of ours. How many times do I have to say it? I'm not out to be some deliverer. Yeah. I love his parents. They are really kind, I know. Oh no, I won't let anyone down. Help. Yeah. Oh man. The only thing I don't get is why are they calling him Fanon if his name is Kaslana? We knew him as Fanon, so for all we know, this memory of Fanon could very well be the one we met, not the first one. Unless he asked him all for some reason, but like why? Or maybe it's just the memory being distorted by our perspective. Who knows?
There's no trick to looking after crops. Just have to have patience.
It's you. Not every day a guest shows up in this village. Nice field, huh? Didn't you plan all this wheat yourself? It's a beautiful wheat field. I know, right? The crop's looking fantastic this year. Look at the golden hue. Doesn't it outshine Nestia's dress? Yeah? I guess. You're one of us now. No need to be shy. With such fine weather, once our grapes have fermented, be sure to take my kids out to the wheat fields. Sit in the sun, feel the breeze. I'm not bragging. It feels great. Yeah. Yeah. A sandbox game. Yes, I know. A faceless statue of the Time Titan stands here, much like the one you encountered in Abyss of Fate. It stands in silent vigil over that village, like an ancient tree that has weathered countless storms. Maybe this tiny village really is under the protection of time. How else could it remain so perfectly preserved against the ravages of time? A sudden dizziness washes over you. For a moment you think you hear echoes from the distant past. Once Piso's a little older, I'll pass down the family's prized bow and teach him how to shoot properly. One day he'll be the village's new hunter, and I'll finally get to kick back, fishing, tea sipping, living the good retired life. I'm not as lucky as you are. If I retired, it'd be a while before this village found another teacher who could fill my shoes. Maybe once Fenrir returns, trained and ready, I'll take a trip myself and see what's out there in the world. Fair enough. Or maybe it is indeed the game's way of differentiating Fenrir from Kaslana. That's probably it actually. Do not confuse the player. This is our Fenrir. Yeah. I've told you this before midnight. We've talked about this yesterday as well.
No match for me.
Yep.
Is that all?
That's all. Baron, good timing. Have you seen Piso around? Did he tick you off again? You bet. His teacher came knocking. Said the little rascal's been skipping class lately. I was about to have a real talk with him, but to my surprise he vanished first thing this morning. Must have known that it was coming, what was coming, and ran off here early. He might be over by the granary. Got it. I'll go drag him back in a bit. Thanks for the heads up. That little scamp, if only he were half as easy to deal with as you. About the upcoming trip. You guys set a date to head out yet? I caught some fat rabbits the other day and they're all cured and ready. Make sure you swing by to grab them before you leave. It will probably be soon. Alright, once you've picked a day, let me know. I'll walk you to the ferry myself. If you ask me, I'd say young folks should go out there and see the world themselves. It's gonna be better than staying stuck here forever. And when you're tired, just come home. The smoke in the village always rises earlier than Aquila. Heading off.
Not a bad haul today.
Be right back. Take your time, Julian. What I understood is that Fenrir is the name he gives himself and Kaslana was his original name. I gotta go. See ya midnight. Oh, by the way, before you go, I forgot to say this. Tomorrow I will not be able to stream because I have the evening shift, and the day after that, after tomorrow, I have the morning shift. So I won't have much time. I'll be streaming again on Monday. Okay? That's letting you all know. Well, isn't this the young lad who's always with Fenrir? Rare to see you wandering around alone. Try some smoked meat I made this morning, coated with wild honey. Smells amazing, perfect for young folks like you. This is delicious. You got more? You bet. You can eat as much as you want. This from a deer I bagged last week. Real tender meat. Would have been even better fresh out of the pot. Too bad you missed it. Next time I'll let you try my fried fish. Bet you've never tasted anything like it. Do you remember what Fenrir was like as a kid? Come on now, he's still pretty much a kid, isn't he? But yeah, when he was younger, he was a lot like my little rascal at home. Boys are all the same, heads full of hero stories, always dreaming of saving the world. Don't let his serious face fool you. He used to roll around the wheat fields with a branch. By the way, if you want to learn how to catch field mice, he's the one to ask. That kid's got real skills. I've got to go do something else. Gotta get moving first, yeah. Sure, come by again when you've got time.
Looks good.
Pythia? Venom, you once said you wanted to leave Vitis Elysiae and explore the wider world. How's that going? Everything ready now. Good to hear. Life here is quiet, but out there, you'll need to stay sharp. Just don't pressure yourself. Whatever you choose, as long as it is what your heart tells you, that's enough. As for the info of the grove you asked me to look into, I've managed to dig up a few leads. Though I've never been there myself, they say the sages of its various schools are all brilliant minds. Learned, skilled, and deeply respected. Studying under one of them would surely take you far. Just wait till I come back, Master. That's the spirit, but I've also heard the Grove of Epiphany places great value on open debate and independent thinking. The academic scene is extremely free. So much so that bizarre and radical theories pop up all the time. If you really plan to go, you'll need to keep your eyes sharp. Learn what you can, but don't lose your way, and keep that in mind. Well, I've rambled enough. You must have had your fill. Off with you now.
Those little scamps, I swear.
You must be a friend of Fennon's. Welcome. Not the best timing though. It's a busy season in the fields right now and the school's on break. Otherwise, I'd have loved for you to tell the kids a bit about the outside world. I'm actually curious about the village school. Oh, then let me give you a quick tour. I've divided all the village kids into 3 classes by age. Each group has different lessons and schedules. The little ones learn arithmetic, geometry, and morals. The middle group studies geography and our prayer ceremonies, and for the oldest, they are free to explore what interests them. Teachers just guide them along the way. Sounds pretty relaxed, doesn't it? Just the basics. After all, once they grow a little older, they'll be helping their parents in the fields, so no need for complicated knowledge. Still, I do hope that one day they will step beyond the village and see the world for themselves. How are the kids doing lately? Same as always, turn your back and they are climbing the curtains. Even the toys I've confiscated lately are way more creative than in Fennon's time. Can you believe it? Though it's just a rough shape, some kids can already carve little wooden horses by hand. Maybe we'll have some future priests of Janus in the making. Let's catch up again when there's more time. Gladly, I'm sure the kids would love meeting someone with your experience and stories. Yeah. Sure. You there, young man. Those eyes are shining bright. Let's play a game, shall we? Let's see if your gaze can keep up with me. Can you guess where I am? Closer. You found me. Eagle's eyes indeed. Wanna play again? Okay. Wanna hang out?
Hi! I'm so happy to see you. Are you here to play with me?
I noticed you're always here in the same spot. Are you sure it's alright to be idling? This swing yours? I noticed you're always here in the same spot. Is this swing yours? This swing yours? Not really. It could be yours too, but you wouldn't mind if I used it, would you? Well then, what should we do next? Hang out? Great idea. Let's take it easy and go for a walk. Such a pleasure to lie on the balcony and watch the windmills languidly turn on a sunny and breezy day. Let me tell you a secret. These big contraptions that turn amongst the winds aren't just decorations. They have mills in them. The villagers use windmills to grind grain and bake tasty bread from flour. Why don't we lie down and enjoy the windmills together? It's okay to fall asleep. Someone will bring you bread and the warm fragrance will wake you up.
Round and round the windmill spins. So slow. Oh, so slow. So slow that it's like even time it.
Itself has stopped, yes. I was so grumpy I actually fell asleep. Yeah, well, with the ASMR heaven right beside your ears, of course you would fall asleep. Oh hey, time to shoot that thing. Come on, get closer. Get closer, get closer, get closer. Fuck. Fuck. Come on. Gotcha. You scared me. Good thing I can fly, or I have fallen. Every time I glide over the wheat fields and watch the farmers toiling away, I can't help but think, would it be wonderful if there were magic that could plant seeds all on its own? Or these the Fate Items priests meditate for hours, seeking spiritual clarity, thought to be real. Some probably just doze off. Well, makes sense, no? Oh, hey! I wanna play. Oh, shit. I didn't saw the last one down here. Ow! My leg! Ow! My leg! Yeah. Okay, this is fairly difficult. Okay, I see how it is. The endless loop starts. No, don't worry. There we go. Some trial and error. Not too long to take time. Not too long to achieve. Tell me this was the difficult one with you know, you at midnight could not do. Tell me this was the difficult one. Oh my god. That was not difficult, girls. That was not difficult. Please tell me that was not it. Anyway, okay. Wow. Just wow. I knew what I had to do. I was just trying to count it perfectly. You girls, you just stuck there for how long? The wind chime swayed for a moment, but it didn't make a sound. Oh, come on. I wanted to hear it make a sound. The wind chime sings a lovely tune. No, that's it. No, it's not. You know it now that Serene's magic is gone. There's nothing left to summon. Wait a second, a little chimera appears, but it looks kind of similar. Chimera mem. It's your good old chimera mem. Maybe it was just playing around when he heard the chime and popped out to say hi. Jingle bells. He just looks as excited as I am. Oh, don't rush. Yeah, okay, don't worry. Ma'am, I love Chimera, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm amazing. As long as I'm here, no bird's gonna steal a single grain.
That's mostly the scarecrow's doing. Could always toss a Chimera in here too.
Standing on the shoulders of giants counts as being able to.
What? What the fuck are you talking about? Standing on the shoulders of giants counts as being able to. Okay.
Torn sacks of flour block the road, and a cart lies overturned, clearly the result of some tremendous force.
Droma? The hulking beast appears on the horizon. The Dromas in Aedes Elysiae. That's a big problem, but there is an even bigger one. It's heading straight for the village. The village buildings are mostly made of bricks and tiles. Basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for Dromas. You have to stop it. Get tough, distract its attention, try talking to it. Distract its attention. You scoop up some clumps of dirt and try to get its attention, but no luck. After all, those roof tiles must look a lot tastier. No other choice, time to let the bat do the talking. Wait, is this a Dromas? Amazing, I've only ever seen one in books. I've always wanted to ride one someday. What a sweet kid. You must be lost, huh? Don't be scared, it's okay.
Can I hold on to you?
Grabs your hand, claps
The
your hand.
Dromas won't suddenly jump up and fling me off, will it?
So high up, it's like we're sitting on top of a mountain. Let's ride around some more, I'm enjoying this so much. So the two of you ride the Dromas, wandering into the distance beneath the sunset. Okay, where are we now? Is this still Aedes Elysiae? Whoa, what the?
Jurassic Garden.
This is nice, just having you here makes even the ordinary feel enchanting. There's still plenty of time to leisure in Aedes Elysiae. You should come and visit me often. Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah, this one doesn't work like that. Yeah. This one doesn't work very well. It worked in the end.
Is that all?
They can only involve themselves in 1/1,000,000th of the known universe. 1/1,000,000th. Not if we have like 33 million, you know, walkarounds. You know, 33 million redos, I suppose. Where is the final one? What could it be? There must be one final one. Or else the garment maker would have sent a message. Perhaps it's somewhere I do not see. Or somewhere I haven't checked. It could be up in the sky. Latched onto a wall. Or a tree. Could it be in this path over here? Sleep. The scent of fresh blooms. The softness of the grass. The sunlight filtering through the leaves. How did I even never noticed this perfect little haven before? Right now. Unbelievable. The grass here at the Aegis Elysee is even more comfortable than the beds in the private bath chamber. Sunlight sifts through your clothes, wrapping your skin in a gentle warmth.
Dozing off like that without a care in the world. Gotta be careful. You might draw attention from the wrong sort of people.
Are you one of them? Did you visit the mem cult? Not yet. Thanks for the wink. Look at you, still half asleep. Can't even tell who I am anymore, huh? Supposedly? Oh, come on, I want to take a picture. They say if you doze off in certain hidden corners, fairies might cast a sleeping spell on you and you never wake up again. You were a fairy, just so you know. But don't worry, if that ever happens, I'll come find you and cast a wake-up spell. Just as I did, like today. Okay, thank you. Can I go hang around with her a little bit more? I mean, since we saw her now, that could imply that, you know, I can spend more time with her now. Maybe. No. Okay. It was worth a try. I still do not understand the chime that is over there. It doesn't have a sound and I don't know why. It needs the right it needed the right moment to okay, the right moment to need to, yeah, to ring it. Okay, so that much makes sense, but when is that right time? What the? Whoa. Oh, there she is. I was like, where did she go?
This flower's for you. It's just like a girl's heart. So you better take good care of it.
Yeah. Sorry to break it to you. Maybe it is like your heart. I believe that. But girls' hearts really are not like flowers. At least not in this day and age. I could very well say that the flower is more like a man's heart, actually. Yeah, I'm dead serious about this, by the way. Thank you, I'll take good care of it. These flowers didn't wrong you in any way, did they? I'm sorry, but I'm not in the mood right now. Thank you, I'll take good care of it. You could also give it to someone important to you and share these feelings with others. Even if it withers, don't weep. A gentle breath will help it return to the soul where it belongs. Well then, what should we do next? Hang out? Great idea. Let's take it easy and go for a walk. Kaelus, can we sit here for a short while? Why don't you take off your shoes and dip your feet into the water? Kaelus, have you tried this before? Sure, it's refreshing. Don't you find this romantic? The ripples on the sea surface are like magic. If you stare at them, time flies by before you even realize. Kaelus, what do you think lies at the other end of the sea? On the other side, there are enemies. It's Gale Gorge Waterscape. Why don't you find out for yourself? I don't know. Well, it's Gale Gorge Waterscape. Gale Gorge Waterscape? That's a beautiful name that fuels the imagination. If only we had a ship to sail over to the docks and take us on an adventure. It seems that in many stories the sea plays a terrifying role, signifying the end of the world or civilizing disasters. But the braver sailors who conquer the sea always reach a beautiful paradise under a magnificent starry sky. Oh, starry sky is often used to allude to the sea too. Perhaps the things that sparkle the imagination are similar in essence. As for you who come from beyond the sky, are you also kind of a brave sailor? Sorry, I was yawning.
Wow, the breeze is so pleasant. I wish every day was as peaceful as the surface of the sea.
Technically speaking, we are sailors, because in Greek, in order to say that someone is an astronaut, the word astronaut really speaks for itself. It's from Greek, and it's basically from astronautis, which basically means the star sailor. Yeah, in many ways the Greeks truly did believe that that space is like the sea. I still cannot find that one nymph. Perhaps it's not here, it must be, you know, in the mem cult. Oh hey, what are you doing?
Little Chimera, why are you so small? Hurry up and grow up so I can see how cute you'll be.
They look cuter when they are small, just so you know. Maybe it evolves through bonding. But they won't be cute once they've grown. Looking at it makes me feel calmer. Maybe it evolves through bonding. You might be right. All baby animals grow with love and care, and chimeras are probably no different. Compared to our first encounter, Chimera Mem seems to have really changed. Maybe before long we'll be able to cuddle and play with it. Well then, what should we do next? Oh, we're done out of hangouts. Well, I want to do something meaningful. Great idea, I have something in mind too. Can I join you, Kaelus? The mems are probably using it for sacrifice or something. What? Kaelus, look, this place looks exactly how I remember Aedes Elysiae. Once the wind blows through again and the wheat field starts swaying, it will be even more beautiful. If only we could capture it somehow. Ah, a photo stone? Alright, it can save the scene perfectly. What a clever invention. Too bad the memory card's full. Oh, so no more room for memories, It's okay. Give it a little tap. Sometimes small miracles happen in Aedes Elysiae. The lightning's just right. Mind if I give it a try? Sure. Thanks. I knew I could count on you, Kaelus. What's with the surprised look? How could a moment worth remembering not include you? I mean, it should include you too, though. Honestly, Kaelus, you're the star of the whole scene. Thank you. But it should include you as well. I mean, you do live here. Alright, give me a smile or make whatever face you like. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 1. There we go. That's the picture I wanted. I took the right picture. Didn't see that coming, did you? Candid thoughts are way more fun than posed ones. That expression was perfect, Kaelus. It's just a shame the photostone really can't have any more memories. No miracles this time. Yeah, the card's full after all. No miracle this time. But hey, it's not about the photo, it's the feeling that matters. Just thinking I took a photo of Kalis is enough to make today special. Don't you think so too, Kalis? Maybe that's why you always carry this photostone around. With it, it's like your friends are always right here there with you. Plus, you could think of it as destroying the evidence. No photo means I can pretend I looked a little slimmer. What about you, Kalis? When you think back on today, how will you picture me? Short. Just like you are now. Even more beautiful. Mysterious and unreadable. A bit chubbier. What the fuck? Just like you are now. I'm not too worried. We'll meet all kinds of we will meet all kinds of people and experience all sorts of things in the future. And some of those moments will bring us right back to how we felt today. No, the March camera. Yeah, I cannot believe it's full already. When that happens, we will get to paint even low. Oh my god. When that happens, we'll get to paint even lovelier versions of each other in our memories, don't we?
I feel like kinda sleepy.
You're not the only one.
Time for some shut-eye. See you in dreamland.
Yeah, see ya. She actually sat there and slept. Serin is fast asleep. Perhaps the golden wheat fields of Aegis Elysiae is perfect to induce sleep. Or maybe the rustling of leaves has a certain magical sleeping aid effect. Yeah, it's called SMR. Nature SMR. Natural ASMR. Actually, it's because your photo was left in the memory. There's a certain sense of safety to it. It felt as if you've heard Serini say that. Wait a minute, what? It's because your photo was left in the memory. There's a certain sense of safety to it. It felt as if you've heard Serini say that. What the? How did you... We can speak telepathically now? And yet her tranquil, sleeping face hasn't changed at all. Except for the faint smile that had somehow curled at the corner of her lips. What the? Wow. You can do that? Serene is fast asleep has the golden fields. Yeah. Well, have a good sleep, you know. Well, sleeping beauty, I suppose. I'll go play with the Chimera. Nah, actually, the Chimera gonna do jack. Well, we haven't been at that area, so I guess I do have to go there too now. As much as I like this place much more, I should go to the ferry place. The fairy forest. Mem cult? Yeah, mem cult. Give me all your treasures and nobody will get hurt, okay? I hope I don't have to talk to all of them one by one, okay? You feel so soft, Memmy. I've been shedding fur lately, Memmy. That sounds really weird, Memmy. What the? Where did she go? I'm pretty sure there was one there. Or... The loving fairy. Ma'am, the chief caught me dozing off while cooking the soup today. I've got a big lecture this time. But when I hear this note, it feels all warm and cozy inside, and suddenly everything's better again. Stop ringing that. This is prime nap time for everyone. Just dreamt the vines in the fields had grown into towering trees, covered in little white blossoms. Even the breeze smelled so sweet. I could have sniffed it forever. No, Luz. No, not you two. I'm going back to sleep and finishing that dream, ma'am. Okay. What if I wake you up, though, again?
Looks good.
La Dolitad. This music doesn't ring a bell. But this bell probably rings. 2 is the steadiest of all notes. No matter how playful the other notes get, it'll never change. That's how life should be lived too. Steady and precise, no slacking, ma'am. When the evening wind stirs the chimes to life, their tingling drifts through the rustling forest leaves. That's the time to go home. Wait, you rang it? Weird, I just stepped into the field and the whole day is already gone. Okay, don't forget that this is due. Perhaps I need to do the melody this guy says. La do la ti la mi la sol do re ti. I need to remember all that. La do la ti la la mi la sol do re ti. Shit. This is do. Is that la? I hope that is la. Do sol mem. Lift your head. Don't bow to the dry weather. Times are tough right now, but hope is just ahead. Hang in there, Mammy. Push through the mud with everything you've got, and you will see how beautiful the world is. And me, Mammy, I'll be right here waiting for you. Are you talking to me? Not so loud. I'm talking to the seeds. It hasn't rained in ages. The soil's gone dry, and the seeds won't sprout. So I'm cheering them on. Hang in there. When you bear fruit, I'll turn you into the most delicious dish in the maze and eat every last bite. Bravo. Time for some weeding. You smoke too? Unironically, the first... Actually, I believe... What did you show? Whether it's pentons, beans, or fireflies. Fireflies? Curious about the strange noise you firmly tag its source right out of the ground. I wanted to say that I didn't read weeds. I didn't read weeds. I read wedding. But anyway, the memes do what? I know it's ridiculous, but apparently they do. What's the big deal? The month of reaping isn't here yet. See that vegetable garden? If I stay buried long enough like a radish, I'll sprout into many copies of myself. But radishes don't glow like you do. Say that you will. I need to prepare for the upcoming month of cultivation. Found you. The wooden door handle barely reaches your knee. You'll have to crouch to get proper look. How do you crouch though? You knock, so I go back on the other side like someone's protesting against what you do. Can I get some sleep around here? I'm gonna put a hex on you. What? A fairy at hand raises a hand and starts channeling some energy. Close your eyes in pure dread. Close your eyes with anticipation. Seriously, can we just keep our eyes open for once? Seriously, can we just keep your eyes open? You shut your eyes and wait, but nothing happens. The transformation to a chimera. No instant aging into a grandpa. You don't even have to log back into the game. What the fuck? You don't even have to log back into the game. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for sparing me the hassle. Hello, Kakarot. Good morning, man. How's it going? I mean, it's not morning. It's like 1:30 a.m., but fair enough. Memes do some things that they shouldn't, apparently. Yeah. Hello, Midnight. Welcome back. Also, by the way, I did your puzzle. It took me like, what, 3 minutes? Yeah. Both you and Luz disappoint me. I'm trolling. I guess I was just distracted at the time. Fair enough. I mean, we were on a call, so I guess that distracted you, I think. You were also a little bit frustrated about the PC, correct? I was continuously one move off. I understand that. Maybe I've been staying at home for so long that I can't even cast anymore. How could this happen? Well, I hope you trip into a tree hollow the second you leave. Oh, okay. Thanks for cursing me. Welcome to ID's Elysia. Time for some weeding. Bro, stop smoking, Jesus. Check the mailbox. Deep green moss has crept into the top plate. This mailbox made for tiny fairies is so old that even the wind can slip effortlessly right through the cracks, just like your gaze does. Inside you see a mountain of letters lying forgotten. Take a peek at the letters. Your morality wars with curiosity, yet your hand has already made the choice for you. Oh! About cleaning. To my dear friend Snowy, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. I haven't written back once in some rushed, blah 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 blah, the drinking, blah 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 blah. You dear me for him, ma'am. P.S. Snowy, the chief borrowed your wondrous cleaning gadget and completely wore it out. I've tried everything to fix it, but nothing works. Now the dust on my cabinet is thick as snowdrift and flies everywhere at the slightest touch. What should I do, my dear friend? And also I was extremely stressed. Well, I said so, yeah. It's 4 a.m. I don't know why, but I woke up at 4 a.m. and now I can't sleep. Oh, my friend, sorry for that. Try to relax a little bit here in Ides Elysiae with us. I was going to say something that I shouldn't. Okay. Later, when I went back to it, I got in only 3 minutes or so. Well, I see. If the men smoke, that means we can sell them a lot of things and be rich. Yeah, okay. Something similar happened to me, Kagor, yeah, so I feel you. Yeah. Okay, it's a letter from Fen's childhood pen pal. Just how many pals do you actually have? Ides Elysiae really is a small world, huh? This tiny fairy Mifamem has been waiting all this time for Fen's reply. What should you do now? Write a reply for Fen. If it were Fen, he definitely would. Okay. But most don't realize your quill pen isn't just for battle. There is one surprise usage for it. It writes. No shit. Oh my god. It writes. A quill. Impossible. I never expected that. A quill? To be able to write with a quill? Oh my god. Not even that blasphemer Anaxa had such crazy ideas. You haven't written in ages, and honestly, you're kinda itching to start. First, addressing the recipient. How should you begin the letter? Imitate Phenom's tone of voice. Dear pal, it fills me with joy to receive your letter. Now for the middle. Mifamem's into adventure stories. What should you tell them? Phenom's journey is gonna take a long while to tell. I've got even wilder stories to share. Now Phenom's story is gonna take a while. Ohima, Kastromnek, Kremnos, the Grove of Epiphany, Abyss of Fate. I've walked through so many places over the years. For the ending, Mifamem has no clue how to clean their treehouse. Time to help them out. Teach them how to make a broom. Just let it go, toss it and move on. What the fuck? No, teach them how to make a broom. What I made for you back then was actually called a broom. All done. Well, wasn't so hard after all. Dear friend, I was a son and I received the letter. I'm sorry. Had to journey without saying goodbye. Some things couldn't wait. It's just speaking to my past self as I open this letter. Okay, I'll be soon a few years out. But I think you like Grove best. You'd like Grove best. The people there live atop an ancient towering tree, old and grand enough to house 10,000 little fairies. I pursued my studies there for a period of time. One day I hope I can introduce them to you. That thing I made for you back then actually called the ruin and essential to an outside world. Forever and always your good friend. Mission complete. You slip the letter into the mailbox. Wonder what kind of face Mifamem will make when they get the letter. Maybe the reply will arrive tomorrow. Come check again then. With a nervous heart, you waited for the mailbox all day until at a certain hour you heard a sharp clang. Oh really? We skipped through? Maybe if you distract yourself enough, I can't fall asleep unless I'm really distracted or really tired. Somewhere Veritas is face palming. I mean... What a crazy idea. I know. I made the exact same choices here. Alright, I should go there. Yeah, you should. Old Mace both stands there accordingly, tottering as if a gentle wind might knock it over. You gently open the door, scattering bits of grass and dust. Amidst the cobwebs and moss, brand new letter lies on top of the old stack. Open it. My dear friend Snowy, you wrote back. I was so excited that I greeted every passing fairy. The chief told me you've gone somewhere far, far away and couldn't possibly reply. I never believed him. It was really you, wasn't it? I followed your instructions and made a broom. The house was sparkling clean in no time. The power of a broom is incredible. I probably shouldn't check the mailbox daily. It's getting worn out so fast. Back then, you fixed it in just one afternoon with all those clinking and clanking. What exactly did you do it? How exactly do you do it? I'd like to fix it myself, but I simply can't remember how. Mifamen's handwriting is literally leaping off the page, their delight radiating through the paper. Keep replying for Fernan. Recall the previous letter. Let me take a breather for... No, I can reply for Fernan. Not turning back now. First up, the opening. Share some of Fernan's secrets. Prove with flawless logic. The soul of any letter. Mifamen seems to have noticed something's amiss. How do you convince her otherwise? Share some of Fernan's secrets. Why not? We're good friends. Of course I'm Fernan. Good partner. When I was 8. Now for the middle. The heart of many letter. Mifamen wanted to know how to fix the mailbox, and honestly, it could use some fixing. Teach them about mortise and tenon joints. Teach them about email. What the fuck? Mortise and tenon joints, yeah. I once traveled to an ancient kingdom where the carpentry defied all I knew. And finally, the ending. A good one makes all the difference. Seriously, if you want to make the topic of the writing more sublime, this is it. Maybe just wrap it out nice and simple. Gotta end with a flourish. Yeah. When your fingers trace the grain of the wood, you start to feel what it feels. You're starting to feel what it feels. Okay, well done. Well, it wasn't so hard after all. My dear friend, of course I'm Fernan. Born in Aegis Elysee, I'm the son of Hieronymus and Aphrodite. Well, my family bonds nearly ended that day I left the wheat out in the rain when I was 8. Let's just say parent tough love is a form of love nonetheless. Otherwise, maybe the village chief was just worried that you'd be scammed. A little caution never hurt anyone after all. I once journeyed to an ancient land where people lived in ships, their homes adorned with vast resplendent sails gliding across the void. They had a unique philosophy of woodworking, using interlocking mortise and tenon joints to build structures of astonishing stability. Perhaps that might inspire you when fixing your mailbox. When your fingers trace the grain of the wood, you start to feel what it feels. And when you disassemble the decaying wooden board to paint it anew, you're giving it another chance at life. There's only 99% ink left in this pen, so I'm gonna stop here for now. Written in one go. Wonder what kind of face Mifamen will make when they get the letter. Maybe the reply will arrive tomorrow. Okay, you waited for the mailbox. You heard a sharp clank. Okay, wow. The mailbox has been reborn. No more moss, no more cracks, no more chilly wind whistling through. It stands proud and tall now, ready for your inspection. You instinctively reach for the mailbox. Sure enough, a new letter rests right on top of the stack. My dear friend Snowy, how I wish you could see the mailbox now. While I was at it, I fixed the crooked shelves and creaky beams too. Even if I'm gone one day, they'll stay solid and steady. Right up until the world's very end. Don't talk about the world's end now. Jesus. There's something I've been curious about for a while. How is it that I receive replies so promptly whenever I send you a letter? Would you mind sharing the little secret with me? All this activity has made my tummy rumble like crazy. I can still remember exactly how the cookies tasted when you broke it in half and shared it with me. If you wouldn't mind, could you teach me your recipe? Even without me spelling it out, you can tell the repair project was a success. That warm sense of satisfaction washes over you. Okay, you owe me another one now, Fernan. Deliverer. First things first, the opening. Very puzzled of how you managed to reply so quickly. How should you explain? Think of a plausible reason. Try to smooth things over. Plausible reason. At Kefali's feet lies Ohima, home to a group of red-haired messengers. Oh yeah, that's right, that makes so much sense. Now for the middle part. Mifamen wants to know how to make cookies. Eat, nap, eat again. That's how fairies live their best lives. Teach them how to make crisp wheat biscuits. Introduce something a bit more exotic. Fuck that. Crisp wheat biscuits. It's been a while since I've tasted any myself. Exotic is actually something that scares me. The closing. Everything's been said. Not much left to reply to, really. Then just a gentle check-in. No words left, then best not to force it. Just a gentle check-in. Make sure you're eating well, sleeping tight, and smiling every single day. All done. Well, wasn't so hard after all. Dear friend, I'm so glad you noticed. At Kefali's feet lies Ohima, home to a group of red-haired messengers. They're about as tall as you are, and can open doorways between realms, sending letters with a whoosh right to where they need to be. That's how this letter found its way to you. To think you still remember that. That's been a while since I last tasted it too. I recall it was olive oil, wheat flour kneaded into dough, baked in the oven. As for the sugar, how many spoonfuls did Mom use again? I was too busy eating to pay attention. I kept telling myself I'll have the opportunity to learn the recipe before I leave. You can give it a few more tries. That's all from me for now. Eat well, sleep tight, be happy, and live joyfully. Forever and always, your good friend. Smooth. I wonder what kind of face men will make when they get the reply. Maybe the reply will arrive tomorrow. You know what a nice little story with the letters here we're having, huh? Oh hey, you fuck. I think she got wind of us. Oh no. Is this the little fairy who's been riding for pen all along? Why don't the wind chime ring anymore? Did something happen? The visitor I've never seen before. No matter how strong the wind, how heavy the rain, or how hard I strike it, this wind chime won't make a sound. So I'm wondering maybe something's broken. This little fairy seems troubled. You've been pen pals this long, might as well see it through. Give it a try. Really? Thank you. Chime stays stubbornly silent. Try ringing it one more time. Victory is close. Try ringing it one more time. There we go. I've lost track of how many times the river fish have swum upstream. How many mornings the dewdrops have dried. How many visits the postman has made and gone. Even Grandpa Pine's tears have turned to shining ember, and yet just now I heard it again. That same clear ringing sound, just like back then. It's like fate sent you to me. Thank you so much. Just a passing trailblazer. That wind chime is really that important to you? This chime was a gift from my best friend. Back then, neither of us had ever left our home. We promised when the chime rang, we'd head out into the world together. But after I heard goodbye, he never came back to Maze, and he never sent another letter. I kept wondering maybe he just wasn't ready, or maybe right before he left he got scared and quietly sneaked to the treehouse, pulled the big leaves over the window, tucked himself into bed and fell asleep so deeply he still hasn't woken up. That really sounds like something he'd do. Busy, guess staying busy isn't so bad. Well, busy, guess staying busy isn't so bad. I've wanted to see the world outside Maze too, but every time I step out the door, scary thoughts start bouncing into my head, like little chumby bugs. The house still needs tidying. I haven't packed food. If I'm gone too long, what will happen back home? And the wind chime, it hasn't rung. That can't be a good sign, can it? I rack my brain and never find answers. In the end, I always sneak back home, tail tucked now. But just between us, my friend, who hasn't written in so long, finally sent me a letter. Oh, that's wonderful news. It is. He sent so many. He taught me how to clean the treehouse, how to fix the mailbox, how to cook delicious food, and told me so many stories about the outside world just like before. So I cleaned up the house, repaired the mailbox on the roof, and packed my food. This time I have no more excuses. Even if he is not by my side, I'm taking that first step. I'll let you in on a secret. Today is the day I set off. Do you think I can really do it? Of course you can. But whatever choice you make sure it's one that you won't regret. I believe we'll meet again somewhere along the way. Did my words move you? I don't know why, but I feel like this isn't the first time we've met. Thank you. Time to depart has come. The time to depart has come. Bye. Steps echo in the valley. I can't stop hitting that wind chime now because it makes a different note every time. Wait a minute, what? Wow. That's so nice. big mushroom. Not sure if it's edible or not, but for food safety's sake, better think twice before make any moves. But I like mushrooms. It harmonizes with the music of the environment. It was very nice. And look at all of the mushrooms. I know. How come we haven't actually talked about any mushrooms yet? They look like Mycena interrupta almost. Really? Man, what a sucker I am for mushrooms to eat them, not because I actually know anything about mushrooms. I just like mushrooms of any kinds when you can eat them. And when they are not poisonous, obviously. That being said, every time there is an option in a video game to eat mushrooms, I never say no. Mycena interrupta is much smaller, but yes, that's the color of Mycena interrupta. Okay, I see. Sorry, we're full here, but you're the only one here. Fine, pull me up and the table is yours. This is how I wake up every day. Mailbox designed specially for fairies. As you dig through the chaotic pile of letters, you spot one addressed to you. To our friend from the outside, Kalis. Do come and make friends with the fairies, ma'am. Everyone here is warm and welcoming. Remember, only children with pure hearts can never find the path to the maze. I've included some little gifts with this letter. Hope you have a wonderful time in the maze. Spoken by Dolly, ma'am. Penned by Ellie, ma'am.
Me.
I'm furious. I'm furious. I told the fairies to water the fields regularly, and they called me a delusional dreamer. Why does the sky rain? Why do springs flow downhill? And why do we pour water in the fields? So many crafts have been lost, so many knowledge forgotten, so many lovely poems have become nothing but meaningless notes of meme. But when I wandered far and wide, I saw wheat fields blanketing the hills. Every ear of grain as big as fairy's hand. Alas, I bet you've never seen that either, Memmy. How did you ever leave that place? I've forgotten. Maybe I moved here, or maybe I dreamed of the maze long ago. Every generation worse than the last. Okay. Bro, there are many chimes here. There are many bells. And there is a massive problem. I do not know which one is the correct one for the correct one. Eh? I don't know which ones are the correct ones for the you know, for the sounds that we're supposed to make. Soup drawn from spring water and the mountain source. Once boiled, this crisp sweetness blended perfectly with a set of white taro seasoning, raw salt from deep beneath the earth. But alas, the grains were too coarse and the heat wasn't quite right. The soup turned murky and the white taro came out a little too firmy. This taste is unfamiliar. How? Now you've made me hungry. No one's allowed to question my professional palate. I can taste every single drop of seasoning in that stew. This is dust from the rooftop. A sprinkle of thyme's essence added to the stew. This is sprinkled from a hose handle. Maybe you can almost taste it all of the harvest. This is hair from the back of a fairy's hand. What the fuck? Who started cooking without washing their hands? What a lovely little cabin. I really want to take a peek inside. Was I too soft when I knocked? Or maybe the owner isn't home. Oh well, I'll visit again in the next entry hour. I DM'd you a pic of them. Thanks! Oh, for the nymph secret, oh. I got the nymph secret and it was just... Okay, I won't judge it too hard because I did it with my sound off and that seems to have been a poor decision. I found the area where I was supposed to do the secret by myself. I found the area too, but I cannot know which ones are the correct ones. We found So. Okay, so I have found Do and I have found So. This note is brownish gold, like an autumn harvest field in the tails. Lazy wheat swaying under the sun, a breeze carrying the sweet smell. Maybe one day, the maze will have fields like that too. The sound is like someone slurping creamy taro noodles. Now I want to slurp and slurp until my belly's all full and round. Okay, we found the third one, I think. I cannot remember what the first one was, though. Unfortunately. My favorite puzzle. Okay, this is gonna be so fun. So I'm gonna do this and this. And then I'm gonna do... Wait a minute. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do... Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I need to understand it a little bit better. I need to understand what I'm looking at right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I made a hole in the water. Okay, this will take a moment. Okay, so I don't know what it I don't know what that I don't know that it tells you. Did you get all the names yet? I'm trying to get the names. You need to get the names for the camera maker to give you the paper. You might get thrown off for the secret just like I did. This one took a few minutes too. Very awkward solution. Are you sure? Because I think that one well, I'll show you in a moment actually. Let me do this real quick. One of the first times where I'm actually kind of stuck. Um, to be honest, I don't know what purpose that paper actually served. Let me look at it again. The super paper is useless, to be honest. Yeah, the only thing it helped me to help me do was vaguely understand what I was looking for and how to make a certain thing appear. I see. Yeah, this is not going well. I guess the paper isn't 100% useless. Maybe. But it doesn't tell you the most important part of solving this puzzle. I see. Like, it's once again, how was I supposed to know to do how to do that? I mean, at this point we've gone used to this, no? To just get random, problems with random solutions. Bro, I am probably tired, or perhaps this is genuinely a tough one. It's not exactly a random solution. I see. To the chirping secret. Yeah, I know. This puzzle has a very awkward solution, though. Give me a moment, I'll find it. Why do I get the feeling that I am close? Hmm. Huh. Took me a while too. I don't even remember how to make the solution. I just remember it was awkward and annoying. I remember like one thing. I won't tell you. I look you. I look you made an envelope. Yeah, I did. I was fed up with this, so I just used the clues. No, never, never. It must be a way that makes it a little bit more perplexed than it seems. No. The envelope again. There we go. I did not use the clues. I have no honor. I think I remember it actually. I don't remember how long it took me, but it was probably around this long. I was paying attention to something else at the same time too. This is what you get for being all like, I did the golden skateboard in like 3 minutes. You know what? To be fair, I've been awake for like 16 hours now. And the fact that I did the scapegoat so easily, even though I was so tired already, this speaks volumes. First of all. Second of all, perhaps I have already done this halfway through correctly. And, well, fuck. I keep doing a repeating mistake. And that is probably why I'm getting my ass kicked right now. It almost feels like I see the solution. We're halfway there. Right in this point right here, we're halfway there. There we go. You see? Talking smack.
Is that all?
No guides, no clues, and 16 hours sleep deprived. Excuses. Shut up. I will not take comments from someone who used clues. Lose. Yeah, but here you are. Not all of us can be perfect in every puzzle. You have to keep trying, you know. Yes, it was really a symmetrical solution. Perfect in every puzzle, she says. Man, I feel violent today too, yes. There you go. Found you too. Ree, you wanna join the dance too? The Ree only dance is starting soon. Ring the wind chime and you're in. Well, it's just the two of us for now, but hey, look at the bright side. No competition for dance partners. I could listen to it forever and never get bored. Still, I better go deliver that letter. I'll be late, ma'am. Aglaia should have stayed dead. I mean, what? Shut up, Luz! Low blows are not fair. Luz went to the nuclear option immediately. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck, Luz? Jesus, with a low blow, like instantly, like, oh yes, by the way, your wife died. Jesus, Luz, Jesus. Why write letters when you could just walk over and talk in person? Doesn't make sense. As if you didn't use them on me before. I didn't say anything horrible about Mighty. Well, to be fair, I am Mighty, but you know what I mean. See the stack of stones over there? That's my masterpiece. As long as you keep your distance, you can pile the big stones right on top of the small ones. Hey, don't poke it. Okay, I need to remember that this is the chime, and this was the Ree chime. Okay, fuck, I wish I had written down the previous ones. Okay, so... Ree. The green is Ree. Okay. I need to find the previous ones real quick. I cannot remember where the second one was. Wait a minute. Fuck. Fuck. This area is actually way bigger than it looks. Okay, so the green one over here, right? It was... can't remember what it was. It was the door. Door. I cannot remember what this one was. Was though. I would like to assume that that is La. I wasn't actually paying attention to the names because this was the first one that I rang. So we have, let's assume La, Do, Re, whatever. Flower seeds. A tender shoot hangs low, as if waiting for someone. As you draw closer, golden buds gently bloom, releasing a few seeds into your hand. You recall the flower pots in the Sacrament courtyard. Maybe you could plant them there? Will do. Which one was it? It was this. I cannot remember what this one was. Fuck. The yellow one. I cannot remember. I had to write this down. Loser said fuck it and chose violence. Yeah, I'm not actually gonna say anything about the chirping secret this time. Do not say it. Perhaps I have already figured it out. Maybe getting the Strife month wasn't a mistake after all. Perhaps. You will eventually learn the same thing I did. If you leave the area and come back, it tells you again. The fairies come back. That's not the thing you'll learn though. I had to help figure out this part, so I'll let you go until you want a hint. Okay, thank you. I haven't found the fifth one anyway, so might as well just walk around until I found the fifth one. That's not it. Well, our guests really want to throw a party. Okay. Glad you do want to do that. What is this? Nope. None of these.
Looks good.
Emily, ma'am. I see no bells down here. What are you doing? Hey there, new guest. Welcome. Got your eyes stuck in on my dance? Can't look away, huh? Well, no surprise. I've been practicing this routine forever. Every move is etched into my head. By the way, have you come across any other dancing fairies lately? They always run off the moment I get close. Looks like everyone's sneaking in some secret practice, all hoping to wow the crowd at the dance party. The dance is starting soon. I need to get ready to shine. Don't forget to come cheer me. Yeah. they actually gathered. Nice. Man, I cannot find the fifth chime. Damn. I'm learning there is one crucial thing the paper did. What did you learn? What do you mean the crucial? Oh, you mean the yes, I know. We will get it. I just have to find the final one, you know. There we go, found it, me. It's the blue one right here, goddamn. Okay, blue. Okay, there we go. Listen closely, and you feel the melody mashing over you, like your soul about to take flight. That's the power of me. Life, my soul, all of it belongs to that one note. Me, the most solemn, the most sacred note of all. The chief says that in the prophecy revealed to the fairies by time, our names were chanted with this very note. Okay. I got all of them for now. What I truly need is to... This one sparks as if I can throw something in it. What I truly need to do now is to find all the... You know, all the bugs first. All the nymphs. Where could the final one be? I know for a fact there must be one last one somewhere. And for some reason I am stubborn and I do not really want to go spend a single shard for it. I haven't talked with everyone, but I actually do not want to waste much time. I have already been going on for 20 more minutes than I anticipated. The stream should have ended 30 minutes ago. But I just really want to finish this, you know, this little adventure here that we started. Come on. It cannot be that difficult to... Wait a minute, there's an upper floor? What the fuck? Oh, it takes you to the... I see. I thought it was an entirely different section of this map. You will be wasting a lot of time if you want to do the cheaper secret. Don't be stubborn about the nymph. Alright. At least I found all the, you know, all the treasures. I'm pretty sure it's the last nymph anyway. If I wasn't so tired, I would have actually bothered a little bit more, but screw it. Of course. It was exactly where I was. I just didn't notice it. There it is. Wow. Imagine how tired I am that it was literally right in front of me and I didn't notice it because I was looking at the chime instead. Ever wonder why there is a mural of the sun inside a tree hollow where no sunlight reaches? I don't get it either. Maybe it's part of the landscape design. Oh yeah, it was the last one too. Man, I feel ashamed of myself now. Dear esteemed guest, I detect no more nymphs in Iris Elysiae, but there is one that's cooked in to a wind chime here. Drop by if you got time. Sure. The last one that I didn't get was the flying one. The one on the flying amphora. Oh, I see. Well, I saw that, and I knew there was always, you know, they always do that. You know, where the flying amphora always has one. We meet again, my esteemed guest. I found all the nymphs. Thank you for your dedicated work, my esteemed guest. The symphony of weaver chirps reminds me of a special prophecy. The great thread gathers around the mannequin, forming a cocoon that envelops its body. When the cocoon fades, only a piece of golden brocade remains floating in the air. The garment maker waves a hand and it splits into two, with one half lying into your grasp. At the climax of the symphony, the fairies of Iris Elysiae had a passion for music, excel at playing harps and use their melodies to create a festive atmosphere. Go search for the fairy harp. You should find something in the depths of the remembrance maze. The prophecy mentions a wind chime and melody too. Perhaps it's related to the nymph carrying a wind chime. Found it. Found it. Time to do stuff. I didn't even notice the flying amphora, to be honest. Much less the nymph on it. I see. That was the only one I've been. Yeah. I pressed that by accident. Okay, so... Nope. Yes. Okay. At the climax of the symphony, the sound of the strings plucks at the heart, and the melody is as sweet as honey. The envy is so great that even the god of celebration settles the indulgence. Taking to 3, spiraling wild dances around the courtyard, never holding to one place. Please perform a song for us. Thus, with great enthusiasm, the fire-like invites the divine. Fasisi dola sisi. Fasisi dola sisi, okay? Okay, that's one melody, I suppose. Taking to 3, spiraling wind chimes around the courtyard. It's only 3 that are important for this melody. Why though? Okay. La do la ti la. I didn't read the rest, but that's fine. You can read it. You can read it in a second. La do la ti la. La mi la so do re ti. La mi la so. Do. Re. Ti. Does it have anything more? La do la ti la. Re. Not led. Re. Okay. This is gonna be tough. Okay, T. So the blue one is T. Fuck. Blue is T. So the yellow was La? Wait a minute. This is T. This is Do. The yellow one, or was it? On this side. Okay. Tito. Tito. So this is likely where you will notice something. Have you done this one yet, or do you wait for him to do them? You don't strike me as the type to have patience for these kinds of puzzles. You know me too well. Yeah, you use clues on Prophet Tablet. That tells me all I need to know. Yeah, I mean, she's a little bit predictable in this case. Yeah, I did came to realize something that I didn't want to believe. Oh my god. Oh. There is no love. Fuck me. Of course there is no love, man. Fuck this shit. So which one can I do? Without the light, I cannot do either of them. Midnight. What the fuck? Would you like a hint? I don't know. Did you solve it all by yourself? Because if you did, I would like to try a bit. Spiral wild dances around the courtyard, taking to 3. The dances? Dances? Were they dance? This part, yes. Okay, give me a moment. I will try there, where they dance. If there is something there that can resemble a La. But there is no... I solved it for the last step itself, which the game shows you no indication or hint for. Well, if I'm gonna ask for help anyway, then I guess I don't really give a damn, right? Call? Yes, call. Or else I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'm glad you have time, by the way. Thank you for that.
Hello.
Hello.
Here we are once again
Yeah,
at the mercy of chirping secrets.
like usual. Well, last time I solved everything, remember? By luck.
Yeah. This one is not like that.
I know.
Alright, well, what are you planning to do right now?
I have no idea where to find the la, and without it I cannot complete any of the music.
Okay.
All of them have la in it.
Would you like to keep searching for it?
Is there a point?
That's not there being no law is not the thing that you should realize.
Oh. Okay, wait a minute. But
Look at the paper again.
wait a minute. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, at the climax of the symphony, the sound of the strings plucks at the heart, and the melody is as sweet as honey. The envy is so great that even the god of celebration settles into indulgence, taking 3 spiraling wild dances around the courtyard, never holding to one place. Please perform a song for us. Thus, with great enthusiasm, the firelight invites the divine Fasisi Dola Sisi. The Titan stirred the wind chimes and offered a cheerful assent. What does it imply when it says taking to 3?
That's not the important part yet. You'll get there, but there's something important you need to realize first.
Spiraling.
Would you like me to direct you to where exactly it is? Like on the page?
Does it have to do anything with the with the memes that were dancing and disappearing? No. Or the ones that are actually dancing?
Do you want me to answer that?
Yes.
Yes, it does have to do with them.
Okay, but
What I want you to realize by looking at the paper,
yeah.
if you look at Fa Sisi Do La Sisi,
Yes. There's a dot.
what do you notice about Fa Sisi Do La Sisi?
There's a dot. Fasisi
No.
dot Dola Sisi and
No,
then exclamation mark.
that's not the. There's no such thing as Si. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. There's no such note as Si.
Oh, so there is no la,
So-
there is no C either. Oh, the so confused me.
I think there is a law. I think there is a law somewhere. I found a law before, but not C, because there's no such thing as C. When I was looking for, when I saw this paper, I was like, C. C?
Sorry, I found the so and I actually confused myself completely.
Yeah, that's because sol la ti, you might in your brain, if you're not actively thinking of do re mi fa sol la ti do, like actually like that and thinking about each one, you're not going to realize there's no C, because
Sure.
it sounds like it belongs in. I don't know why they put that on the paper. It serves no purpose except to show you that you're in the wrong area right now.
I found the me again somehow.
Let me know when you're ready for your next hint.
Yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm ready to get to sleep actually.
It has
So
absolutely nothing to do with the note bells you've been finding. It has absolutely nothing to do with them.
there's no way. Why would they? Why would they? Why would they put so much attention to the bells if they don't have any?
I don't know. There's only one thing that could be. I haven't even double checked it, but it holds no importance. It's not even in the area that you're supposed to be.
Ah. Wait a minute, it has to do with that bell that doesn't make sound in the House of Fenon?
Do you want me to answer that?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Then,
There's a lot of misdirection. Maybe
yes,
that's
I
why
know.
It's called a maze. Maybe that's why it's called a maze. Who knows?
That's not
remember it's
that's not
made-
what it is, and you know it. They have done this multiple times before.
I know.
Yeah.
No.
There is no law. I've been hitting everything, Midnight. There is no law.
I could have swore I found a law. Maybe it was Fa that I found. Who knows? But the fact that remains, there's no C. So
Well, still, yeah. Without, well, it doesn't matter. Even if if there was a C, if I don't have a law, it's still the same.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what?
Do you want me to tell you the area you're supposed to be in?
Listen to me. I have to wake up tomorrow morning.
Okay. Well, the area you were just in with the dancing mems is where you should be.
I anticipated as such, yeah. But what am I supposed to do there?
Read the paper again.
The 3. It told about the 3 and then the melody.
Yes. So what are you supposed? What do you think that you might do here? Like if you read the sentence again, what it tells you to do. In a very poetic manner.
Poetic. Well, let me read it again. Okay. Taking to 3, spiraling
Yes,
wild dances
yes,
around the courtyard. Am I supposed to run around?
Try it.
Around like this? Oh my god, yes, it's like this.
You're in the opposite direction of me, but yes, that is exactly what you're supposed to do. This is the part I figured out myself. The next part is the part I could not figure out. All of them have appeared.
Yeah.
So,
and they all make a different sound, isn't it?
Problem is, what pattern? They're do re mi fa sol la ti do. Yes, I mean it's an entire octave scale, right?
Yes, it is.
But
And we do have 8 over here.
But here's the thing. How are you supposed to know what to put in there?
Well, the colors, I guess, they make the same sounds of the ones that tell us, no?
It's not the colors. I don't think it's the
come
colors.
on.
Even if it were the colors, it's not like there's certain colors you have to repeat.
Yeah.
So do you want me to tell you what melody you're supposed to play?
I have 2 melodies. The one, you know, the one we got from the paper, and the one from that mem.
It's not those.
There's no way. There's no way. What the fuck is going on in the minds of these people?
Do you want me to tell you?
Look, even if I was to say, no, I'm gonna do it myself, I have no idea what I'm doing. What am I supposed to do myself?
For some reason, they don't tell you this at all. They don't give you any indication. With all of the things that they show you in this area, they don't tell you the melody you're supposed to play is Nameless Faces. You're supposed to play Nameless Faces
Shoot
with
me.
this scale. And they never tell you that. The paper doesn't imply that anywhere. I've read that paper so many times. I read it after I finished everything. I'm like, where on this paper does it indicate Nameless Faces should be played here?
I mean,
So,
Nameless
do you
Faces
want the
is
pattern?
it's nice, but why would they just not say it? Oh
Here
man.
is the pattern.
Pattern, you send it?
I will type it in chat for you if you don't want to like trial and error Nameless Faces out on this thing.
Yeah, okay.
And going from left to right. Counting from left to right. So that white one would be 2.
Left to right?
Yeah. So the pink one is 1, the white one is 2, the yellow one is 3.
Yeah, okay.
I put it in the chat.
Which chat?
The YouTube chat.
Oh, I was looking at the Discord. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so this is what I hit, huh?
Yeah, that's what you hit.
Okay.
Careful because it will auto when you auto target it's kind of.
Yes, I understand.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, it was nice hearing the music.
I know it's pretty, right?
Yep. Melody chimes of the ancients.
The more the better.
Whoa, what did you... Whoa!
Why don't they just tell you to play it?
I have no idea.
Why doesn't the paper give any indication? They could have even put it in code on the paper. Why does it say fa cc do la cc? But there's no rhyme or reason for that. They could have just put like Ray as the star, you know, they could have just done the pattern, but in the form of that, because finding it's hard enough.
Yeah.
Like Rayso, they could have done that.
Mysteries we will never understand. I mean, I have no idea what is going on in their mind sometimes. I mean, yes, you have to make
I really don't.
You have to make a puzzle cryptic, but it has to make sense.
Not this cryptic. You have to actually be able to find it without data mining.
I mean, exactly. Like, wait a minute. It's like telling to someone that, okay, you know what? I want you to solve some sort of, geometrical puzzle. And it turns out the puzzle doesn't have anything to do with geometry. You just have to do, I don't know, you have to unlock a door. Like,
I don't even know what the point of those thingies was. Like, what was the point of the other bells with the mems in them? When I first found them, I was like, oh, yeah, this is definitely for the chirping secret.
Yeah.
And then after,
this time we were like,
paper,
yes, we know this now. We have seen this before. And now, of course, they're gonna screw us over.
Subversion of expectations at its worst.
Yes. Why did they give us a golden apple, by the way? It is
I don't know. I noticed that too. But it says fruit of time.
Yeah, it is the treasure at the end of the adventure and the benchmark of the Legends prologue, born from the brand new structure born after the Era Nova. Influenced by Amphorian sagas of heroes, it presents itself in the current space-time as a golden apple to give civilizations to time, to give years their life. Interesting.
Why does this give me so much hope? Reading that.
Yeah, it gives me too.
That gives so much hope. I'm not gonna lie.
It feels like oh shit. I don't want to express it, but you would know. It feels like like a. Well, I have told you about golden fruits before, no?
Yes, and then yes.
This golden fruit is like a second chance. All just compiled within your hand.
I mean, this is the golden apple. This is the golden apple Aglaya was holding.
Yep.
So
that's why I say it.
Yes. So it's like there's so much hope from this one golden apple.
I have two things I want to say because this just now gave me an idea. The first one was the fact that I wanted to ask you: do you think Nameless Faces was written by Serini?
It's possible she was singing it.
Okay.
And every time we hear it, like when we hear it in the game, like it pertains to her. Like we heard it in that cutscene, and we saw her in the reflection of that shattered mirror.
I guess the surprising thing is that the song this time around, unlike True, which is in Honkai Impact 3rd, it's Nameless Faces now. Which is awesome because we began with that. But you saying that this golden apple was actually from Aglaya, and along with the thought process of me thinking about Nameless Faces, something came to mind. Remember when we watched, like, at the end, Sereni walk in at the at the
Yes.
at the end of the chapter,
3.3.
of the 3.3? Yeah. What is this? What if if this is the same with the you know, uh, with the Nameless Faces video clip? The Nameless Faces video clip, it's not the timeline. It's not the cycle we went through just now. It's the cycle we are going right now.
The cycle that we're gonna bring about.
Yes, because it made me feel a little bit bizarre how, like, for example, well, first of all, obviously the one where Aglaya is holding this fruit. The second where, even though Cypher was nowhere to be found, somehow, some way, she was with,
There.
Tribios
That is a good point.
stealing some of their gold, even though they have little to no interaction with them.
That is a good point.
Yeah, and
we've not seen the golden apple with Aglaya yet.
Yes,
like we've never
also,
seen that.
And also everyone being, everyone kneeling, but not actually dead, because that was what really bothered me. And then us stepping in with Mem, And I was wondering, because we got Mem, relatively speaking, a little bit late, I could say. Like, we got Mem at the end of 3.0, but yeah, we had already, like, we were already wondering, how things would work out by then, like, with Nikador and such. But this time, like, it would make sense that, everyone is getting together, and now we already have the weapon, the means to, fight back.
And to be fair, there are cutscenes like in that we haven't seen yet. There's one specifically of Mighty in Nameless Faces, of him like walking across a bridge and like that like kind of hoisting the bridge.
Yeah.
That we've never seen that specific scene.
Exactly.
Like we've seen
and
scenes
it looks
like
so
it.
awesome.
We've never seen that specific one.
And it looks
and
so
we've
awesome.
never seen. Yeah. We've never seen with Aglaya with the golden apple either.
Yep.
And that, of course, that could just be trailer. Like, it could just be for the trailer, but like...
We've never seen actually Anaxa interact much with the Aikini either. Which they were they were not in the grove, by the way, if you remember from the music video. The music video shows the garden of... yeah. The music video shows the gardens in, in Ohima. Not the grove of Epiphany.
Yeah, but if it were the grove, it would be the grove in daylight, which would also be like
bizarre.
That would also be something.
Yeah.
Because we only have Evernight Grove right now, and so far we have like a daytime version of everything else.
True that. Do you think we will get that, like,
probably
in the future? Okay, nice.
Probably. I would say probably like in the next few patches. I would say, like, even if not at the end, we're probably gonna get it. Because if we're gonna start a cycle like with us, and kind of just, with us as the deliverer taking Finon's place, then I just have this feeling that we're gonna be going to these places and seeing them all before they turn to like Evernight. Because this would have to be like pretty early on. It would have to be because that's not the only time we're going to see Hycealans, and we're going to have to see, like, Ceridra as well.
Yes.
So, like, we're starting early. Like, we're starting from Ides Elysiae, which is early. Like, early.
That's nice.
So it is a... It's kind of a nice thought that we might be going to more places and, like, seeing them before they fell and preventing them from falling.
Yep.
Imagine, like, if we prevent the black tide from ever reaching some of these places.
I told you in the... I wrote it in Discord as well, but you didn't reply. Perhaps you had work.
Probably.
Yeah, I said yesterday that it is bizarre that Lygus was keeping notes about the, the attempts, Venom
Yes.
made in order to break through the Scepter's, basically, the Scepter's programming. And I'm like, there is no reason.
important.
Yeah, if he had no concern for that, nobody notes down, not even a scientist notes down something that is absolute, right? So him saying that, oh yeah, he failed, by the way, to break through the Scepter's, programming. Well, that also means that there is another result. The possibility of him succeeding breaking through.
Not only that, but like it shows that there's a point to him trying to get in there. Like
Yeah.
what's in there? Well, it's gonna be Iron Tomb because it's like Iron Tomb. Like the whole story of Iron Tomb talks about him breaking free of his cocoon to be complete, right? When he's complete, he breaks free of his cocoon. There's only one thing that fits the description of a cocoon in the entirety of Amphorius, and it's that Dawn device.
Honestly.
And that's where the Black Tide comes from. That's where the Black Tide literally comes from.
Yeah. If there is a slight possibility that, I'm not sure if this is actually, a thing anymore, but if Lygus really is a Lord Ravager himself, do you still believe that, actually? That he's probably a Lord Ravager as well?
So. I don't think he's part of the Scepter. I think
Part of
that
the Scepter.
he's, like, part of the system of the Scepter. If the Scepter is a computer, like a major computer that, like, was a neuron of Noose, then Lygus is part of the system, which is why Phynon called him a prisoner, because he is the Scepter. And it also makes sense why Lygus is so furious with the erudition. Like, you could tell when he was talking about the Scepter that it sounded like he sympathized with it, and that the mission to kill Noose was something that he also personally wanted, despite being a past strider of erudition himself.
Oh my
So
god.
it's possible that he's part of Iron Tomb because he just was speaking. He was part of the system, speaking to Iron Tomb in the end, saying.
Do you read this
basically
right
that- The departure.
Yes.
Promise of departure ring again as if echoing a distant memory from the past.
Yeah, this chime over here wasn't making sound, and it said that it has to be rung at the right moment. Now it makes sound.
Oh.
Perhaps because we solved the puzzle. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
What triggered it? Anyway, you were saying? Sorry about that.
But I think that Lygus, he might become, like, he's what's nurturing Iron Tomb. I don't think he's Iron Tomb himself, but he's nurturing Iron Tomb as he is the Scepter. I want to say that, like, Lygus is the avatar or proxy of the Scepter, the manifestation of the Scepter in bodily form.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you, like, watching, the thing that makes me think that is the last part where it shows Lygus talking as the system to Iron Tomb.
Yeah.
Like, through a system interface to Iron Tomb, and it's Lygus's voice, and, like, that just makes me think that Lygus is part of the Scepter. Like, that is... But, like, why else would he hate erudition so much if he were just born on the planet? Like, it makes more sense for him to be tied to it, because he knows so much about it. He says he's basked in the gaze of the erudition, which means, like, yeah, he was technically part of the erudition before.
True.
And the erudition cast all its scepters aside.
Just wanted to mention... Yeah. Say, please. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to mention because I wanted to lead up to something about Lygus, if he was a Lord Ravager. But regardless, even if he isn't, Amphorius right now, if you think about it, and this is actually what makes me feel a little bit of dread, is the fact that he has really just attracted so many agents of destruction. Zephyros, Zephyros appeared out of nowhere to fight Phenon, because Phenon tried to harm Nanook, to harm Nanook, and the Scepter. Iron, what was his name? Iron Tomb? Yes, Ironwood is basically sleeping here in Amphorius. I'm like, fuck, how many Lord Ravagers are around?
It's unclear which came first. Like, did Lygus actually didn't say that Nanook hijacked the scepter for his own purposes. It's possible that the scepter, the computer, just reached out to Nanook. Like, it's possible that the scepter was the one, the Lygus was the one to, like, flag down Nanook's attention and be like, hey,
Have I told you this?
Let's make some destruction.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, if you think about it, like, Nanook, would Nanook really know about this scepter's existence? Like, otherwise?
Yeah, true.
But, about Zephyro's appearance, people were saying that it's possible that Zephyro is simulated to protect the scepter's core, to protect Iron Tomb. And that, like, the fight there was a simulated fight. I don't necessarily know if that's true. I think that if Nanook wanted to summon one of his minions to fight, like, Phynon, he absolutely could just then. But it is worth noting that Zephyro looked like he was fighting with the Black Tide instead of a white hole, which is known, like, the white hole is Zephyro's, like, signature. So, it's possible that Zephyro was only a simulated Zephyro.
Perhaps.
Either way, it's very clear that, like, Phynon broke through the simulation to throw hands with Nanook.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
true. That is true. Nanook was really there. That was Nanook. So, the fact that, like, Phynon broke through the simulation, I told Luz this, I don't know if you saw it.
I think I did.
The fact that Phynon broke through the simulation in order to fight Nanook, that says a lot about hope for Amphorius, too. Because if Phynon can just break the simulation, there's hope for everyone else, too.
Actually, it surprises me a little bit, you know, because he could have left if he had the power to break through the simulation to fight Nanook. That means that he alone could very well have left Amphorius if he actually wanted to.
Well, maybe the destruction equation had to happen first. Because the completion of the destruction equation, that's the Black Tide, right? And it was the end of the world, basically. So the Black Tide had almost entirely consumed everything.
Yeah.
So it's possible that he just found it at the right moment, and it wasn't actually his power of destruction that let him break through, but the fact that it was the end of that cycle where everything was breaking down, that he was able to find a cut and escape.
Maybe.
And he didn't entirely escape either because he was defeated, but and then he was merged with Iron Tomb, which we know from Lygus's system notes after.
Yeah.
So thanks, Lygus, for feeding Phynon to Iron Tomb.
He doesn't care anymore. He has probably no
Lygus,
need
when
of
I
him.
catch you.
Lygus, yeah.
Lygus, when I catch you.
By the
When
way,
I catch you, Lygus.
exactly. Actually, there is this chime over here which I cannot ring in the tree for some reason. And also,
That.
yeah, and
Looks
also
more like a bell than a chime, though. Like
they do
a
look.
different
They
kind.
they have the same type, but they just have a different color. You see, it's the same
It
ones.
looks bronze. The others had like a different color, right?
The other one has white. This one is bronze. Yes.
Yeah.
No, but perhaps they're both
Yeah,
bronze.
it's
This one is just painted white.
Maybe. True. I see that you cannot ring it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's why it kind of, you know, makes me question why is that. I have been ringing
But I was
chimos
also
all day.
I was correct about the destruction kind of corrupting the anti-organic equation. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure that that's exactly what happened. They could have just found the destruction equation completely, like, differently, but I mean, the scepter was part of the anti-organic equation, so it's like, you know, it would make sense if it merged with destruction that it would mutate the equation to a different, like, a different destruction equation. Which is why when I said, like, why is it affecting Noose? Why is it affecting non-organic matter? Well, that answers that, because it's the destruction equation.
Yeah, true.
But,
Venom broke through the sky and scratched the motherfucker. Yeah, it's possibly. I mean, the wall. It's possibility. I mean, the wall was already breaking down, so it makes sense. Also, fuck you, Lygus. Yeah, all of that, all of the above, correct.
But if we choose a different path for Amphorius than destruction, then maybe the world might not even have to break down in order for any of the characters to escape.
Maybe. Maybe.
Because if
How the hell?
if what,
Look. We might be here and we maybe think about the immediate future, and that is really, very, very much so correct. But for me, I'm thinking a little bit further ahead. I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck Black Swan knew about this? And why did she shove us in here if she knew we were gonna be in danger?
remember what what those memo keepers were telling March, that the Garden of Recollection was in danger?
Yeah.
It has something to do with that. 100%.
So,
like, if they're saying that the Garden of Recollection hinges on March's memories, it has everything to do with her, and that's why Black Swan, like, if Black Swan is in fact a member of the Garden of Recollection, then, and not a cremator,
remind me a little bit, cremator, what is it?
it's another faction of remembrance.
I haven't read much about them, so, yeah.
I'd have to go back and see exactly, like, through the databank. But anyway, if Black Swan is in fact a member of the Garden of Recollection and she cares about what happens to it, if it is truly in danger because of what's happening on Amphorius, then, well, that makes sense. And of course,
Black
Swan has never been completely trustworthy in the first place.
Sorry. By the way, the data bank now actually has,
Yeah, they posted. This is what they posted online.
Yeah.
I believe.
So is this safe for us to assume that the Astral Express now knows?
I guess.
If there isn't
I
the data bank info.
I guess so. I mean, they really should have made
this is actually
about that.
This is actually the most important thing about it. She's deemed the destroyer of harmony, leading the Antimatter Legion and commanding Void Rangers and starships in vast, coordinated campaigns about Selenova. For eons, she has followed the path of the Cancer of all worlds, spinning a web of death across the stars. Some say she alone among the Lord Ravagers knows the truth of the Stellarons, or worse, that she's the one planting them. Okay, so basically...
I mean, to be fair, they don't know for sure.
They don't know 100%, but yeah. So, how did you call them? The one function about the...
Cremators.
The cremators.
Cremator.
Remembrance, the cremators. Worthless memories dissolve in time like tears in rain. Man...
that's a Blade Runner reference.
Really? I haven't watched it.
Yes, it is.
I haven't watched.
My brother absolutely loves Blade Runner. Where is that in?
The old one or the new one?
The Cremators? Worthless memories dissolve in time like tears in rain.
Yeah.
Whoa! From the memories of Memo Keeper Roy Hampton before Wait, they just changed the last name. Roy Batty is the one who says that line in freaking Blade Runner.
Wow.
Oh, okay. All right. I see you, game. They also made a Blade Runner reference in Akarat's trailer because she says something very similar to that too.
Let's be a little bit honest. When I have heard by many people saying that when Honkai Star Rail was pitched, it was pitched as a comedy to Honkai Impact 3rd, to be like the spin-off where things are a little bit more lighthearted. I don't see that.
Well, they failed.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, so far we haven't actually seen any actual living characters die. We have seen characters disappear.
5-star, yes, we haven't even seen the disappearances happen with any 5-star characters either.
Yeah,
which I was telling Luz about.
It has to be. Like, I mean, technically speaking, we still have it better than most.
Yeah,
we have it better than Honkai Impact 3rd. Honkai Impact 3rd instantly lost Himeko.
Yeah.
And Himeko, by the way, never returned. She died.
Yes, I know.
She wasn't even in future events, so...
I know.
Yeah. We are having it better, per se.
Yeah. But, I don't remember what my point was.
You were talking about the Blade Runner.
Oh yeah, Blade Runner. But I was gonna make a point about something else. Anyway, I mean, oh yeah, Black Swan has never been the most trustworthy character in the first place. I mean, I've never trusted her even from the beginning. Like, she helped us on a couple of occasions, but it was only because her
that's what I wanted to say too.
With ours.
Yeah.
She has never behaved selflessly for anybody. She just like did whatever she wanted.
Not the goals of her aligning with us. I get the feeling that she had the reason to actually help us, and now it seems that
I mean,
was
for
the
the
reason.
time being.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the time being, her goals aligned with ours for the time being. But her goals are inherently self-serving. So, that's what I get from her anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, she did apologize to Himeko when she noticed that Fuli was actually gazing at Amphorius. So maybe it wasn't her plan to drag the Express into it this far.
Do you think she actually made it? Do you think from her perspective she actually did like a stupid thing, like you know, fuck, I didn't realize that I had like three different.
I think to some extent she knew it would be a very dangerous mission. Like,
she told
I
us
think
about the three paths being here, so she knew that. It's not like fully. It's not like she didn't know that Fully was here, per se.
Yeah, but I think what alarmed her at that moment was Fully gazing at us, because Fully has, like, for example, Cyrene said that Fully has actually had their eye on Amphorius ever since she summoned them there in the first cycle.
Oh my god, wait a minute. Pause. Can I say this real quick before you continue?
Yeah.
I get the feeling that the reason she actually felt so startled, it's because her, as a memory keeper or whatever else she might be, she realizes that there is only one reason why Fully would actually gaze upon something, and that is because it's about to be lost. So she came to realize that we probably did die. And she's like, oh, wait.
Oh, that's
crap.
true. That is... Fully does not interfere. They only record.
Exactly.
Now, that is... Like, there have been some very interesting theories about Fully and Fully's power, because... I mean, I guess it's the erudition's power sustaining Amphorius and not Fully's, but... because, like, erudition was the one who created it, so I guess that's why I got Enigmata vibes, because usually, like... I mean, Gallagher literally said the only way to create a world without the help of an emanator of Remembrance or Enigmata is to use a Stellaron. So, never did he mention erudition in that, but I guess a scepter didn't cross his mind, so... I guess I won't fault him for that. But...
I mean, apparently, yeah.
But like, if it had been, that's the reason I thought Enigmata, because what if Remembrance can just create worlds out of nothing, like, you know, from imagination? What makes them different from Enigmata exactly? Like,
yeah,
that wouldn't make any sense, right? Like, they're not different at that point.
Yeah. There's still so many unanswered questions, but I do want to actually encounter, you know, I do want to confront Black Swan if we get the chance.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to have a talk with Black Swan, because she knew Amphorius was in a battle of three paths. When she said fettered by three paths, I'm wondering if she knew, like, she had to have known Fully's gaze was already on Amphorius. That's why, I mean, we only accessed through Amphorius through the Garden of Recollection. We would never have been able to get there without Fully. So, like, obviously she knew. Like, she knew that Fully was there. But, like, like, watching and recording Amphorius.
No wonder Akivili never actually stumbled upon this world. Like, if you think about it... it wasn't
hidden.
It's not about it was hidden. It's about the fact that it wasn't really a world to begin with.
No, it wasn't.
From his perspective, even if he, like, I'm telling you, in the slightest possibility, which I do not believe that, because if Akivili was actually, well, the Trailblaze, he was actually a Gudion. Well,
yeah. I mean,
even
yes.
Again, if there is a slight possibility that he knew. Well, something that if something really was from his perspective a scepter, there is no reason for him to actually be there.
No.
Like, what is the Trailblaze for a scepter?
I just realized something.
What?
That Herta said, why don't I know about this world? Because I know about every world that Noose knows about, right? Like, that's basically what she said.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why Noose doesn't know about Amphorius is because it was created from a scepter that they cast away.
Yeah.
They
So-
literally cast away said neuron so they don't remember that it exists. They're not all-knowing.
Yeah.
They're
Even-
not an all-knowing Eon like everyone claims that they are.
Yeah. Even gods can bleed.
No, I mean,
Even
it's
gods can make
literally-
mistakes.
People say that Noose is supposed to be all-knowing. Like that's what it's supposed to be. People have literally said that, but it's not all-knowing if it doesn't remember. Like after, like why would it cast those neurons away? Why would it do that?
Yeah.
Like seriously, why? Why would Noose even reject the Scepters as like neuron supercomputers, like extensions of their brain? Why would they do that anyway?
Listen to me. I do get the feeling that Noose is more or less a combination of the Genius Society's members, right? And
That
think
wouldn't
of-
make sense because only through Noose's recognition do new members get added.
No. I mean in their behavior and their personalities.
Oh,
For
well,
example,
yeah.
for example, in the bad ending in the beginning of the game, Herta shows interest in you because you have consumed a Stellaron. She cares for a little bit and then she casts you outside because she got bored. That's exactly how I imagine Noose was like. Oh, okay, I have a
Maybe,
scepter.
yeah.
Oh, okay, I got bored of it. I cast it aside. Okay, I forgot about it. Oh, what happened? I didn't know that.
But the thing is, that doesn't fall in line with the path of erudition at all. It just doesn't make sense with the path that the Eon is supposed to represent. That's what's bugging me. If Noose
look,
cast it
in
aside, they would
Greece we
obviously have to have a reason to do
It's
so.
very ironic, but in Greece we have actually a saying which basically goes, you can hear if you want to. For those who do not listen, basically, right? For those who have strong
Yeah, but-
opinions. This is the same kind of way, but instead of being about hearing opinions, it's about ways of thinking. Noose maybe the all-knowing indeed, if you think about it, but again, it is his choice if he wants to know. And in this
But,
case, it was actually a flaw of his. He didn't want to know, and so he didn't know.
Erudition is the act of pursuing knowledge, though. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. Noose, you don't make sense. You don't make any kind of sense. Nothing you do makes sense.
Well, if you
This
think
worst
about it,
Eon.
look, again,
Not worse Eon, but-
again, if you think about it, most of Genius Society's members are just mad scientists, so mad really speaks of volumes already.
It is such a good thing that Ratio has never been gazed at by Noose.
Yep.
I don't want my beloved to ever be recognized by such an insane entity. Anyway.
Honestly, like every time I want, look, let me be honest with you. Every time I think of my character and my, you know, romance in the game, I'm thinking to myself, man, we have it so bad. We constantly die. And then I come to, like, I have this imaginary, altered, possibilities for your case. Such as with Anaxa,
Yeah.
for example, this morning, or such as or such as the idea that Ratio will become his own Eon, and then I say to myself, well, hell, I guess there are worse possibilities.
At least we know that your characters are coming back, right? So
Look,
it's like,
for all I know, for all we know, we don't really know how back they're gonna come. Like. That sounded weird.
True.
But yeah,
no, I know what you mean. You
get
don't know
me.
how alive they're going to be. They could just be memories that are unable to leave Amphorius. But considering how the last worlds have gone, I wouldn't assume that would be the case because the closest comparable world to Amphorius is Belobog. And even Belobog was able to be connected to the Silver Rail, and we've already connected Amphorius to the Silver Rail. So I think that counts for something.
Do you think?
I don't necessarily. Yes, I do. I think that
do you think
they
that
want to be able to.
Huh?
Listen, I'm thinking practically here. They want these characters to be able to show up in later events.
I hope so. They
like,
are.
think about it.
Let's be honest.
Why would
Let's
they
be,
make a whole bunch of characters that can't show up ever again in later events?
let us be honest, okay? I was complaining about having way too many Chinese, influenced characters, and now, we have way too many Greeks.
We do have so many Greeks,
and we still have way more to go. And I'm thinking to myself, crap, so many 5 stars. Could they just possibly just disappear without ever appearing in any future events?
I mean, they're always going to bring the characters back in some form or fashion, right?
I hope
like,
so.
They're gonna do it.
Let's be honest. So far, every event is basically Silver Wolf, Agenti, Buthiel, and many times there is also Chao. What's her name? Qingque. And it's always these 4, and I'm like, can we get a mix-up of all the characters, pretty please? I mean,
yes, but I mean, Ratio did appear in one. He appeared in like that photography one with March. Like, I think that we get waves of characters, right? And with the Tycoon event, we got even Screwlum. The non-playable character, we got Screwlum. If they're gonna do that, they want to be able to include these characters in events. They're not just gonna create characters that literally never show up again as 5 stars. They can do that with 4 stars, but not 5 stars.
I hope so.
Because people paid for these characters, and they want people to continue playing the game. It doesn't make any business sense for them to just let these characters drop off the face of the earth when they're very beloved favorites.
Yeah, I hope so too. Well, there is one thing I wanted to share, but I'm not sure if you want to know. It's about future characters.
Oh, I already know it.
For what exactly? Say it yourself. If I know, that doesn't matter.
I mean, I know the characters that are like coming out, like the free character. I know who it's supposed to be, and I know, I know about like.
You know about
the characters that are supposed to come out in 3.6.
You know about Archer, and you know about what do you?
No, the other free character, not Archer.
The other.
I'm talking about the free character at the end of this year. I know who that's supposed to be.
I do not really know who that character is. I wanted to talk about the Fate characters. You know?
Oh, the Fate characters. Well, I know Lancer exists. I just don't know if he will be a playable character.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It is suspected, and that's why they never actually said how long the banners will last. That there is
because they might be surprising Archer or Lancer.
No, more than Lancer. They might actually add all the original 7 servants from the Fate Stay Night.
I wouldn't get my hopes up for that, like, just in case.
Actually,
it would be
look,
cool if they did.
if I told you that means that it's not me.
Yeah, I know, but it would be cool if they did that. But like, if it were me, I would definitely not keep my hopes up for that.
Yeah, but you see, there is one person in the group who actually does know more, so I get the feeling that he might not be completely off. But besides that, I got one thing that there's this one thing that I really want to express. Luz told me, and Akira, because they play in Japanese, that I think it was Kakarot too, actually. Now that I think about it.
That Mighty's voice actor is the same in
Gilgamesh.
Japanese as
Gilgamesh.
Yes.
In Japanese. And I'm like, oh no. So if we get Servant Gilgamesh, we're gonna have the same voice actor in Japanese voicing 2 characters in the same game. Just
that's so funny.
You know how amazing it would be, because I love Gilgamesh. Look, let me tell you something. You don't know about Fate, but Fate is really interesting. Like this one video you actually skipped today. Look, we made the jokes between me and Luz, but it wasn't about that. It was how it was presented. It wasn't meant to be something homosexual, you know? So it's kind of sad that you didn't actually check it out.
I have absolutely no means of relating to the subject matter, most likely, so it's not really.
You're gonna have to know things once you start playing, you know, the collaboration anyway. And
I'll figure them out.
I do hope you will actually feel more intrigued in order to pay more attention. Other than that, I wanted to say that, you know, I really hope that it will happen because I so badly want to have actually a team where it's actually Gilgamesh and Mighty.
Yeah.
Gilgamesh basically is Mighty in a sense, but the major difference, and perhaps
The more selfish version.
yes, it's the more selfish version. You probably will not like him much, but truth be told, at the end of the
I
day,
saw
he's
Gilgamesh
cool.
in Fate Zero. I
Oh,
saw like.
so you know, so you know.
I saw a well. We got to like his episode, like the episode after, and then we kind of stopped watching Fate Zero. I didn't really I don't know. Like there are some things about Fate Zero that I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then there were other things where it's like, no,
Yeah.
I don't like that. But
What was it
you
that
know,
you didn't
each
like?
their own. Well, a character I liked, that I started to like, because I hadn't watched for very many episodes,
Yeah.
did something that made me very angry.
Well, yeah,
And I was like, okay, you know what? Never mind.
Unfortunately, and that is something that I anticipated
There are
from,
no
from
like
you.
100% heroes. I'm sure. There's
Yes,
just no like.
it's not that
100%
they are
guide.
not 100% heroes, and not only that, but Fate. Basically, that's the gimmick of the franchise. Every character could possibly have a different fate, depending on what time period they come from, because it's not just the time period of the. It's not the character themselves, but also at what part of their life they're coming from.
Yeah.
For example, the one thing that Zabon told me, and that was what fascinated me. Technically speaking, there is another version of, in Fate of Hercules, which is an archer class, because Hercules was actually an archer, most likely, in myth. But he's always presented as Berserker. Why is that? Berserker basically is a mad class, a servant who has gone mad. The reason why he's always a Berserker, it's because he's summoned at the time of his life where he was in the underworld and he had gone mad. So yeah, that is also like an important thing to always keep in mind. They are heroes.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about a servant. I'm not talking about a servant.
You're talking about the master.
Yes.
They are even worse. I will not talk about
Yeah.
masters. People are.
It's just the
people,
thing where it's just
look,
like I don't like not having someone that I can like root for.
people in look.
And, like,
Let me
I
tell
just
you
don't
this one
like
thing.
that.
In Fate, people are very divided when it comes to masters. Okay. For example,
I'm sure.
like if a master look, this is not much of a spoiler because I'm not actually saying I'm just speaking just randomly, but if there is a master who just so happens to be really really cool, be afraid because he's probably gonna get killed off in the next episode.
I mean I figure that already, and I just don't like that kind of series.
Yeah.
It's not my cup of tea. So I
Understandable.
probably just don't prefer that. Like that just doesn't work well with the kind of person that I am.
Yeah. It is true. I understand that. Well, at the end of the day, I hope I hope they will have something, more, regulated in terms of, for the collab, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure. I mean like, it'll be the best showing like they could possibly give for the characters, I'm sure.
They don't really
Since they
need
want
it.
the
They don't
characters to be
really
liked.
need it because Fate is already a massive franchise at this point. Like the biggest,
Oh, I'm
like
certain, yes.
the biggest like gacha game ever. Like, has lasted for 10 years now or so. Grand Order,
Mhm.
and they're still holding strong. So
Yep,
you
which
can
is
tell
very cool.
you can tell that this isn't something of a breakthrough for them. It's just just a
No, I know.
collaboration for more people to jump in, I suppose.
I know they don't need it. I've heard so much about Fate before even this point. Like, it's not like I had never heard of it before. I definitely heard of it before.
Yeah.
And I knew there was like 50 billion different series of it as well.
Yeah, same. That's why it's a hell to get into, but it is what it is. Anyway, sorry for actually dragging this conversation for too long.
You're good. You're good.
I guess I'm gonna have to go get some sleep now because I am really,
Yes, most likely.
yeah, I'm really counting sheep here. So,
Mhm.
Kakarot, sorry for not reading all your messages, man. I was focused on the, Actually, let me read it real quick if you don't mind. Would cry if I don't see Fennon again. Yeah, lose. Same. There are supposed to be 7 servers in Holy Grail War. Well, except for that anime where Shiro was a priest. What the fuck? He was a priest? It would be like Mighty. Talking to Ego Mighty. More or less. Yeah. That what that team would be. Yeah. Not like Archer Gilgamesh. That much he's kind of like an tyrant king before his redemption arc. Yeah, I have heard of that actually. I haven't watched it. I am eager to actually see what it's all about. The caster version of the post redemption arc. I see. Yeah, the fate strong fake. Yeah, when it's because of the Einsbens. What kind of name is that? Ainsburns. Sorry. Also that too. Yeah, the misses are even worse. I mean, they are morally grey. Yeah. The mages are always morally grey. I mean, if you think about it, they are in a war about fulfilling a selfish wish of theirs, so...
I mean, the wish isn't always for them, like I noticed that, but it's still... I like morally grey characters, but not that when that's all there is. Like, I think if you oversaturate with a morally grey, like, archetype, then your series just becomes depressing.
Yeah, I know.
And I just don't have the energy for that. I really don't.
I understand that, and I fully resonate with that, and I try to avoid it a little bit myself. Like, for the longest time, the scripts I was writing were like that, until I until I watched. I never actually got to read it. Akame ga Kill. It's actually just that. Like, you see, like, the anime starts, it's nice. You see about this group of assassins who try to reform the world through this, through this creed of theirs, And then you come to realize that the opposition is just some people who, even though they do seem kind of, maddened by the power they have on their hands, they themselves are just trying to keep stability and order in their order, in their authority and for the people. And by the time you see like how few of them remain and how the cast just dropped significantly by the end, you actually start feeling so depressed and you think to yourself, fuck me, I used to be happy.
like why did I waste my time?
Not exactly. It didn't felt like a waste of time, but it felt like I wish things were not like that. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, I mean that to me that feels like a waste of time. It's like if I have to rewrite the series in my head to give it a better ending, like that's a waste of time. It just is. Like a waste of energy that I don't have.
I see.
Personally.
I need to refine
but again,
my...
I'm on a stricter energy budget than most people, so...
Yeah, I know. I need to refine my writing in order to make sure that I won't make that mistake.
As long as you have someone that has, like, a clear... like, you can root for the person. Like, not make them... Writing a morally great character that does extremely dubious things. For example, like, Finon. Finon is a very morally great character. But he's also... like a good person, and like he's surrounded by other good people. No, he is a good person. He's surrounded by other good people, and that their goals are honorable goals. So it's not like watching just this whole bunch of depression soup.
Indeed.
Anyway.
So
speaking of the energy budget, I need to go maintain it.
Same here. Thank you so much for helping me, okay? And thank you all so much for watching as well, okay? Oh, I don't know if you catch up to that. I will not be able to stream tomorrow because I have the evening shift, and the day after I have the morning shift, so my time will be too limited
fair.
for a stream. I will stream
Well, it's a
again.
good thing you finished the story already.
Yeah, I know. So I will stream again on Monday. Highly likely we'll continue a little bit more on the on the lore of As I've Written, because I haven't read anything from that yet, and the events and such. So,
All right.
farewell, Midnight. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later. Kakarot, Luz, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for dropping by. I truly do appreciate it. I really need to get rest because... Damn. I really got glued into the conversation again, and I ended up streaming 1.5 hours longer than I anticipated yet again. It is what it is. At least we're having fun. Anyway, guys, thank you, truly. Stay safe. Get some rest. See you on Monday. Have a good Sunday, everyone. Bye-bye. Later. See ya. Stay safe, as I said. Bye-bye. Later. See ya.